Brewster. We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died.
I'm feeling woozy, yeah. They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
What's the prime time, bitch?
Come and get it. So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge.
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
And let's talk holiday horror. So, before we get into the reason why we are here, I do want to first let everybody know this is not just Christmas movies. I've been asked that a couple.
Someone just
asked. Charles, no, this is not just Christmas movies. This is all holiday films. I had a couple people DM me earlier asking me about that wanted to make their list. So if you did make an all Christmas list, please still share it. But with it just being the Christmas holiday, we figured it would be good to do a holiday list now. We just had New Year's. We have the best holiday coming up here in 4 days on Tuesday. So should be a national holiday. You should all get it off work. Sexiest man ever was born that day, but we'll get into that later.
There's actually a lot of people born that day.
Yeah.
I have a coworker that was born that day.
Well,
too.
they're done. So
Wow.
So real quick, Charles, you did give us a donation, man, and we really appreciate you. So we got to hit you with a little.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
And we appreciate it. And now I would like to introduce our panel. For those of you that don't know, we have Sweet and Spooky and Rocco over here.
Hello.
How are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing good.
Yes.
So
everyone
for
would
those of
know
you-
Rocco from Table Screams. Yes.
I was just about to say, we've been able to work with Rocco a couple times. We did it on Table Screens when we were doing our warm-ups, when we were doing our readings, and then when we did the actual video, which was super, super awesome. It was super amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, had I known I could have Rocco doing this with us the whole time, he'd have been here
In
a
a
lot.
blonde wig
So
with a Dana voice.
that's what I was hoping for. But you'll win some,
get
you'll
what you
lose some.
get.
Yeah,
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers. But I always have everybody's list down here, or I'm sorry, everybody's YouTube links down in the description. I do have Sweet and Spookies. I do have What a Ghoul Wants. But I also have Rocco's Instagram page as well as his Spotify page. So you guys can go and check him out. All those links are down in the description. So you guys know Celise. Rocco, what can you tell us a little bit about you?
Yeah, so I'm the executive boyfriend over at Sweet and Spooky. You know, I'm a musician, I'm a singer, rapper, producer, etc. I'm a writer. I work on film stuff. I help Celise with a lot of her videos. And I kind of just listen, I'm a huge hip hop head. I love soul music, all of that. So if you're into that, and you're also into a bunch of shit talking online, feel free to follow me on Instagram. Twitter is the same as my Instagram. You can find me on Spotify. I also am going to be in the chat. That's my YouTube. If you want to watch me get a little jiggy. But yeah, it's I'm excited to be here. And I'm a huge horror fan myself since I'm a kid. It just so happened to be that me and Celise started dating. And we're both horror fans. So I think you're going to get a lot of funny stuff from us.
Yeah.
I like how Celise is like, that's true. We did start dating.
Yeah, I mean,
I was
That's
there
what I
when
tell
it
him, at
happened. It was pretty crazy. It was a good day
yes,
for all of
Mika,
us.
soul music. Another soul music fan in here.
Hello,
Mika?
Yes.
Yeah, Mika.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's funny because, you know, we're from Detroit, you know, and I like to think Detroit helped to start building up the soul scene.
Yes,
you know,
a huge
so-
Motown fan. All
yeah,
that.
Motown, you know, that the whole thing. And it's really cool to have
Okay.
somebody that's so appreciative of that now, because you don't get a lot of that anymore. And
Yes.
the good thing is, if you guys are interested, click that Spotify link, man. Make sure you're checking him out. That's my boy. I'm so glad to have him here. And this is something that means a lot to me to have him here. And we also have the beautiful Anna, Sweet Anna, What a Ghoul Wants. Anna, for the people that don't know you, can you tell them a little bit about what you do?
Yeah, so What a Ghoul Wants is my YouTube channel.
I do a mix of different things, all horror related. So I've done reaction videos, thrifting blogs for VHS and DVDs. I've done some themed watch lists where I go over different holiday horror. I have a couple different ones. There's one on Valentine's Day horror, one on Christmas horror. So I was very excited to be asked to do this live and choose some of my favorites of those. So thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I gotta be honest with you, like whenever we do a live, there's like the same 4 people that we always think of right off the top of our heads that we want to do it with. So like you'll notice if you go through our live videos, you're like, they work with these 4 people quite often. And it's because they're our best friends. You know, not only do we do this because we get to hang out with the chat and do that, but we get to hang out with people that genuinely mean the world to Ashley and I. So that's why we have their YouTube links as well as their Spotify link down in the description, guys. So make sure you're subscribing to them so you can become a part of their families as well. If this is your first time here at Sledgehammer Horror, hit that subscribe button because I'm funny and she's intelligent. So those are 2 things that you want to be a part of.
Too.
You're intelligent.
I have good jokes.
It's
Okay.
funny.
Okay, how about this? Hey, guys, do you think in Hawaii they allowed loud laughter? Do you think that that's allowed in Hawaii? Or do you think it's just aloha?
Oh my god.
The dad is
Bad
so bad
jokes have
jokes.
started. Oh,
Coming in hot.
Okay.
So
Like I
Lisa-
said, I'm
So
funny.
Lisa's going to have to start drinking her wine glass right now.
Oh, you mean my pretentious?
Your pretentious
glass of
wine glass.
wine?
Pinky out, please. So guys, we do have an amazing amount of people in the chat already. Thank you guys so much. It's amazing to see all of you here. Ryan, happy birthday to you, my friend. Your birthday is
happy
also
birthday.
January 10th. The
really?
sexiest day you could possibly have a birthday is what I'm told. Look, I don't know. It's just what I've been told. This is the first time I'm hearing it. But from what I've been told, January 10th is the best day to have a birthday.
Okay.
Do you like the Big Bang Theory? Anybody else want to answer that?
I've seen like little bits and pieces of it, but I've never actually watched it. I have no opinion on it.
I prefer dogs.
I played the 5th.
Things where I'll be completely honest with you. I want to like the Big Bang Theory. I look at the Big Bang Theory like I look at Starbucks. Like I want to like it.
But it's funny. You always ask me to take you to Starbucks.
Listen, I asked you to take me to Starbucks now
Jeez.
because I finally found something that I can stomach from Starbucks. But how long did it take me to finally like Starbucks?
A while.
I think
guess,
it's
but
I think it's one of those things where it's like you're not gonna go to Starbucks, but if it's just on TV, you'll watch The Big Bang Theory.
yeah.
Right.
no.
Really?
Who
I
has
like
cable?
watch
Who's
it.
watching
Well, no.
TV?
Oh, well, listen,
When
I
I'm
don't
in
have
like,
that kind of money.
like patient rooms
Who's
and I'm
watching
like
TV?
like
Like,
giving
I
a
only
breathing
have
treatment or
streaming.
something. That's when I seen The Big Bang Theory.
She's like, when I'm in a patient's room and I'm giving a
I'm
breathing
supposed to be-
treatment and I see the Big Bang Theory, I start to, unplug it slowly. Like this is what you
Down
chose to watch.
That's
you
what I'm
know,
saying.
Natural selection. We're gonna stop this right now. I'm kidding. My wife is amazing. She would never do that. That would be me. I'm like, where's Futurama? This is bullshit.
Ken,
So what
what's your
else we got?
Starbucks order?
What's the thing I get?
Oh my gosh. You get a frozen mocha grande.
Ooh.
Oh my God,
Wait,
you're
that's what I
Rocco.
get.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all I like. Oh my god, yes. Listen, that's the
That's
thing.
what he gets from every place that we go.
Literally
though, that-
Rocco.
Celeste drinks
Yeah.
like battery acid black coffee, and I'm like, can I have the really sweet drink?
I get cold brew. You don't even know what you're
I
saying.
had one sip of cold brew, and I thought I was gonna have a panic attack.
Rocco
sip of
Rocco was playing the piano.
I was driving like this.
The mocha doesn't even have caffeine in it. It does nothing. Like
Exactly. That's what it's good. It's like a
Because,
milkshake.
I'm the mix between the two of you because if I do get coffee, I am give me the blackest,
coffee, yeah.
strongest coffee you could possibly give me.
Yeah,
So
you
I
control
can drink
this
like
stuff.
a pot of coffee and drink a bang, and it does nothing.
it's,
Oh,
it's
wow.
upsetting.
I
yeah.
never drink
Um,
coffee, so
I love coffee. Shaheem is here. Mika's here. The tropical witch. What is
Hi,
going
guys.
on, lady? Nice to see ya.
Oh my God, Queen, hi.
What's up, Haunted by Horror?
What up, what up?
Hey, what's up, Mel? Nice to see
Hey,
you.
Mel.
Wow, everybody's here. Tatum, nice to see you.
Hey Tatum.
All right, there we go. Just followed Rocco. Hip hop. Yes, sir. I knew
Yes.
Nathan would be
Thank
all
you,
over that,
Nathan.
man. What's up, D October?
Hey, D.
Corey, how you doing?
Hey.
I would murder Rocco in the car in an epic fight over music control.
She listen. You could have the aux, Lanessa. I'm very intimidated by you.
We love you, Lanessa.
Ace. Sending everybody good vibes from Winnipeg. Good vibes to you as well, our friend up north. I hope that you were safe during the storm that we just had.
Yeah.
It
was a doozy.
My favorite Christmas horror movie is Black Christmas 74. I have a very strong feeling we'll talk about that movie again. I'm just throwing that out there. Yes, guys, make sure you hit that like button. It really does mean a lot to us. And I did see it, but I don't know why it doesn't pop up on the StreamYard stuff. Sean became a member today. Thank you,
Thanks,
Sean.
Sean.
We appreciate you. Means a lot to us. I may be in New York in June. That should give me time to learn. We're ready now.
Bestie, can we meet?
I don't know what ginger is, but it sounds awesome.
Time to happen. We need the cricket sound when Dad does when Ken does. I said Dad.
I mean, that's your real name.
Right. Yeah.
Dad
it's just Dad.
Yeah.
What's up, T. Parker?
Hey, T. Parker.
Will you guys be watching?
You didn't push it.
I know. Will you guys be watching The Last of Us?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
100%. Very, very excited. So, real quick, we'll do this last one. Wait, just do not talk. Oh yeah. Having so much trouble. I'm back. I missed the opening. No, it's all right. We're just glad you're here. Who's pumped for Scream 6? I think that we are all pretty excited. Anna, what are you thinking about with Scream 6?
I'm just so excited to see. I love that phone case. That's amazing. Just what they do with it. Like, I just can't even imagine something new or different that they could bring to the franchise at this point. So I'm just really excited to see what direction they decide to go in.
I think it's going to be very fun. That's about all I can say is that from the looks of it, seeing Ghostface with a gun, stuff like that, I'm very, very excited to see where we go with that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cool Easter eggs in that subway too. Like the Jason the Pinhead.
I'm just mad he's not on the L train.
Listen. Their tours.
Missed opportunity to not put him on the L train.
Their tours to New York. They're gonna go to Williamsburg at one point.
So this is like I've been waiting on the L train every day, hoping I can get.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it. Like, what's
Scream
going on
6
here?
gentrification.
You know what? I'm gonna go on the L train in the bimbo Ghostface outfit, and then somebody can.
That's
film.
awesome.
You should do that. Oh my god,
that could be like promotional. Like that's like your Megan dancing in the bleachers.
Oh, I should just do that. Yeah.
We can finally talk about this. Our embargo ended today. Megan is so good, you guys. Like it is so good. We were able to watch it last weekend, and Ashley and I we went and we seen it today in the cinema just so we could watch it again on the big screen. And there's parts where I genuinely laughed. There's parts I was telling Celise and Rocco. There's a part in this movie where even in the theater I was sitting there going. Crying like that. Ashley looked over like, for fuck's sake.
I wasn't crying, but it takes a lot to make me cry.
I wasn't crying, but it takes a lot to make me cry. I ain't no bitch like Ken. So
I'm just
now give me my mocha.
Yeah,
he was drinking his early mocha.
I need napkins now. All right, guys. I don't know about everybody else on the panel, but I do have 2 honorable mentions.
Yes, I do.
Rocco, Celise, Anna, do you guys have any honorable mentions?
I do not.
I do not. No, me either.
Okay. Well, then we will start with Ashley, Ken, and Anna.
You're Ashley.
God damn, it's gonna be.
Can I be Ashley?
Yeah. I'm telling you this right now, and this is all I'm going to say about it, and then I'll change the subject. If I could be Ashley for one day, she wouldn't want her body back. So my honorable mentions are going to be the first one.
We have talked about switching bodies, though.
So you wouldn't want it back?
I already told you what I would do.
Nope, wouldn't want it back. I'm telling you right now. A bowling pin? Seriously? So number 1 for me would be my honorable mention would be Halloween 1978. And I do want to say right off the top, guys.
Yeah.
The bigger movie like Halloween, I thought everybody's gonna have this on their list. I can't completely exclude it because as everybody knows the way I feel about Halloween 1978, while it may not be my favorite movie or even a franchise that's in my top 5, it really is the movie that started the perfect slasher craze. I think Black Christmas really and Psycho started the slasher, but then you get Halloween 78 that perfected what they were trying to do with your titular villain, your amazing final girl, the story that goes along with everything. Halloween is what everybody looks to when they look to how a slasher should be. while it may not be the first, it's one of those that I feel like really helped to kick off what a slasher should be. So I had to at least have it on the list. And then my other honorable mention is a film that I really used to like as a kid, a lot. And now I watch it and I'm like, this movie's dog shit. And that is Independence Day, 4th of July's I Know What You Did Last Summer. Obviously, this film is based around Independence Day. It's based around the 4th of July. And I love Ryan Felipe, Spaghetti Head, whatever you want to call him. I love him.
His over dramatic ass.
Yeah, but like the acting in this, even, all of them, the acting is so bad in this movie. And I want to love this movie because I loved it growing up. But for fuck's sake, it's so bad. Like the acting is so bad in this movie. So
they were young.
Yeah, and so was I when I liked it.
But they were all iconic. So
yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
So for me, those are my honorable mentions. What about you, my love?
So I have the horror musical, The Wicker Man, Mayday, 1973, the OG one. Yeah. I just think this movie is very beautiful, and as crazy as it is, it's fun.
She's not allowed to watch it anymore because every time she watches The Wicker Man, I catch her dancing naked in our bedroom.
I love that so much.
Hitting the walls.
Yeah, hitting the wall, singing, like, get it, girl. Yeah.
Yes.
Hey, queen.
Get it.
Yeah. So yeah, and then I also have I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
And like you said, I used to love it as a kid too, but it's not as good as it used to be.
No, it really
it just doesn't age well. But I mean, yeah, it's for the 4th of July. Like he's able to kill him because it's like the fireworks are going off and nobody can hear him. So yeah, had to add that one. I mean, the storyline is good, and maybe the acting isn't always the best, but like Jennifer Love Hewitt is like the scream queen in that movie. Like her scream.
Yes. I think another reason I can't take that seriously is for 2 reasons. One, that's my absolute favorite scene in Scary Movie, which is like, what are you waiting for? And the guy's on the building. He's like, what am I waiting for? Fuck you! And he jumps off. Like, I love that shit. And the episode of Boy Meets World where she's on there and her and Angela are screaming back and forth trying to be the scream queen. Like, it's fucking brilliant. So we know that Rocco and Celeste don't have honorable mentions, but what about you, Anna?
Yeah, so I have 2. The first of which is a movie that I just watched for the first time this year. And I had been told by a lot of people that it had really good Halloween vibes, really gets you in the Halloween mood. So that is Haunt. I forget what year it's from.
Yeah.
And I think it lived up to all the hype. I think that the whole kind of haunted house type of thing was done really well, and all the masks were really creepy. And the final girl was really good too. So yeah, I really like that one. And then the next one is Santa Jaws, which is not a good movie. I've
seen that.
It's not good. It's not. But it's really fun.
I like how you couldn't even finish. You're like, the next one, for fuck's sake.
Is it like Jaws with the Santa hat on?
It's hilarious.
It literally is, yeah. Like he gets wrapped up in Christmas lights and yeah. It's like it's like really, really low quality, like sci-fi level. But for some reason, I don't know, it's just really entertaining. So I just kind of wanted to shout that one out. Yeah.
I'm glad you put Haunt on the list. I genuinely am, because 2 of our good friends are in Haunt, Damian Maffei, Calvin Reeder. They are in the movie. So like to be able to go back and Cheney Morrow, not Calvin, Cheney, I'm sorry. So to be able to, hear you give such praise to that, somebody who I respect, like that's super cool. So thank you for including that movie on your list. Like that's really, really cool. And it's a great movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a great take on a haunted house story and the people that are in the haunted house and what is, like the truth behind the mask type thing. So thank you, Anna, for including that on your list. That's really, really dope of you. So real quick, I want to catch up on the chat real quick. Hey, what's going on, Calvin? Nice to see you, buddy.
Hey, Calvin.
No, man, we're glad to have you here. Hopefully we'll be seeing you tomorrow. Hopefully you're going to Lothrop as well. I don't know where you're going for the tournament, but we'll be in Lothrop. I don't know if you're going to Detroit or there, but hopefully we'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. And I want to say real quick, I know a lot of people are bashing on Megan. Like, oh, it's just Child's Play 2019. I honestly get more of a Terminator vibe from this movie than Child's Play 2019.
I mean, really the only thing that is even like 2019 is like the imprint.
It's a doll that imprints
Yeah.
on somebody.
Yeah.
Besides that, there's
that,
no connection to Child's Play, in my opinion, at all. So it's just, it's one of those ones where I would put it up there with Insidious and The Ring for a top, PG-13 horror movie. So obviously gauge it, go see it, support horror, original horror, and make your own decisions. But me and Ashley personally, we were both very big fans of it. So I hope that you guys dig it. I really do. Megan was really great. I'm still fascinated. I wasn't let down. Went in with low expectations, yet I walked out very pleased.
Good.
That's awesome. I'm so happy that you went and seen it, even though you had low expectations. So
and that's better than going in with high expectations
and getting let down. Absolutely. So, oh yeah, we'll talk about this movie more, my friend. Black Christmas will get some discussion. So yeah. Oh, hey Val, what's going on? Nice to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Scary movie ruined it. Exactly. I totally agree, T. Parker. Right here. What are you waiting for? I'm telling you guys have no idea how hard I laugh every time. What am I waiting for? Fuck you! This is one of my favorite scenes in any movie ever. It's so fucking awesome. Yeah, don't forget to hit that like button, guys. And Valerie, it's nice to see you. Valerie will be a guest on Have Cheetah Will View in the next couple weeks. So I'm excited to watch that. He's a good friend of ours. I'm glad to see that. My brother's here. What's up, James? How you doing, man? Guys, this is my brother right here.
Hi.
Yeah, wait,
I'm just kidding.
behind us?
I was like, what? He's in here with us?
Yeah.
He's like on the floor on a laptop.
What's up, John? How you doing, buddy?
Hey, John.
I hope your days are getting a little easier, my friend.
Yes.
Good. I actually haven't heard one negative thing about Megan. I heard it's more like RoboCop than anything. I would go with Terminator personally.
For sure, yeah.
But still, I'm just glad that people are liking it. I love seeing original horror get the thumbs up. So, I'm distracted by hotness. Are you picking favorites or hates for this stream? We are picking our top 10 favorites. And I'm sorry, but when you have the beautifulful-ness of Ashley, Celise, and Anna, it's very distracting at times. That's why Rocco and I just sit here and smile the whole time we're here. Like, this is awesome. Oh, my nephews are here too. What's up,
Hey,
Davey?
guys.
What's up,
Hey.
Mike? What's up, Levi? Nice to see you boys. So we will actually get into our top 10 now. And that will be you starting us off, my love.
So my number 10 is the OG April Fool's Day. If you've seen the remake, it is really, really bad. Like we were like 20 minutes in and I was like, how much longer do we have for this?
Which is sad because it has a good cast to it.
It was horrible. It was
the movie's terrible. It's a bad movie.
It really is.
But the cast is good. Like it has why can't I think of her name? She was
the one that gets pushed over the
she was Lori in the new Halloween, the Rob Zombie's Halloweens.
Scout Taylor Compton.
Yes, yeah. Scout Taylor Compton. She's in it. Just I went into this like, all right, dope, cool. No, it's not, Celise. It is actually the opposite.
It's so bad. It really is.
Yeah.
It's not cool.
But the OG one, I watched it as a kid and I love the twist and it's a lot of fun. So, and all the joking, some of it's a little wonky, but it's a lot of fun. It's entertaining for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I like it.
Yeah.
So how about you, Rocco? What's your number 10?
So my number 10 is a movie that me and Celise just recently watched during quarantine. And that's P2.
Christmas movie.
Which is a Christmas movie. It's a movie about the horrors of having to stay at work. So
terrifying.
I don't know if everybody remembers this movie. Girl gets locked in a parking lot, and that's the whole story essentially. The only thing I really remember from because I've watched this movie at least like an ungodly amount of times, like 5 times for no reason since I watched it as a kid. And the only thing I remember is the scene with the car when he's like getting smashed with the car. That's a great kill. Other than that, I cannot tell you anything. I don't even know the lead character's name.
That seems like iconic.
Yeah, it's a great scene in an otherwise very lackluster movie, but it takes place on Christmas, so it counts.
It counts.
It
Total holiday
counts.
movie.
Yeah.
So how about you, Celise? What's your number 10?
Okay, so at number 10, I know people are gonna hate this so much. I'm sorry. I have to have it. Okay, like let me live. At number 10, I have The Ginger Dead Man. Yeah. Listen, I'm a sucker for Charles Band and full moon movies. They're awful. Like I recognize they're awful. And a lot of this like did not age well. But you know what? comfort vibes. I don't
Yeah.
know.
For sure.
Melissa and I, like, we watched it on Christmas one year, and I just have like significant memories watching this movie. So
Yeah.
that's why it's here.
Oh,
I know
yeah.
it's not good.
We watch it every year around that
I
time.
have plenty of
Yeah.
movies that I actually have a movie on my list that I also don't think is a very good movie.
Resurrection.
But it's Resurrection
That's
for you.
my comfort movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
To be
That's
honest,
so
most of the movies on my list, I'm like, they're not really good, but I like them.
I have like either they're
They have
so
a holiday
bad,
in it though.
or they're
Right.
great.
Exactly.
So how about you, Anna? What's your number 10?
So I have Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. Because you get basically all of the first one in it because there's so many flashbacks to the first
Oh my
one.
God.
So you're like, well, you might as well watch Part 2 because you can basically get all of the first one. And
Day.
you get Garbage Day, which is amazing and something I quote way more than I should on like a regular basis. And you get a Killer Santa, so what's not to love?
Right.
Right.
Sold.
That's amazing. You guys might have seen a second ago, I was cutting out a piece of paper. And the reason I was doing that, I'm genuine when I say Ashley and I never know each other's list. I think it's more fun when we go in blind on each other. You'll see I have my honorable mentions, but you'll also see at number 10, I have April Fool's Day, 1986. I also had the original
Wow.
April Fool's Day
Nice.
on here at number 10. We did rewatch this movie when we did our Versus episode. And I just, like, there's so much about this movie I totally forgot about, like Biff Tannen from Back to the
Yeah.
Future's in it. Like, all I seen every time he was on the screen was like, "What's up, bud?"
Right.
You know, like, and there's so much about, like, even the iconic cover when you got the lady with the French braid that's done into a noose. Like, and we met somebody when we were at Horror Hound that he had his
was
hair
completely dressed up like
her. He had his hair in the noose. Like, it
Yeah.
was so dope. And the movie
That's awesome.
is fun.
Yeah.
Like, when you watch this movie, you can have fun with it. It's that perfect mix of horror and comedy with a really cool twist ending that you didn't see coming. So
didn't see it.
I'm definitely down for April Fool's Day, and I think it's a very fun movie. So again, it's not the greatest movie, but
No.
if I ever feel bad about liking that movie, I'll put on the remake for 8 seconds
Yeah.
and go, "Oh, that's right. That's why I like this original." So
I gotta see this remake. Damn, is that bad?
okay, I'm gonna get a phone call from Celeste at like 3 a.m. one morning, like, "You motherfucker,
Probably will.
you were right." So
Starts spamming his phone.
we will catch up on the chat real quick before we will get into our number 9. Yes, Louis, check it out. I think you'll really dig it. Megan is the T1000 for PG-13 horror. I can't wait for a Knock at the Cabin. Neither can I. I'm very excited for Knock at the Cabin.
Me too.
That $20 is in the mail. You should be receiving it soon. What's up, Russell? Thanks for coming in, buddy. We're very happy to
Russell.
see you. I agree, Nathan. Dog shit. And we got a Krampus sighting. Maybe we'll get some more Krampus in the future.
Nice.
I'm sorry, Henry. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, T. Parker. T. Parker's got that hocus pocus energy going on.
Nice.
Solid.
I like it. I like it, T.
Yeah.
Parker.
My Bloody Valentine. New Year's Evil is a good one. Hocus Pocus 2. Oh, there he is, right there. What's up, Day? There's my
Hey.
nephew right there. Thanks for popping in, buddy. It's nice to see you. Glad you could come out for a little bit. Did you just bitch slap me?
No, there was a
Oh.
hair flying around.
Glad I could see you, my nephew. Oh, never mind.
I,
Oh, that's awesome. John's friends with the actor who played Brick in Ginger Dead Man.
that's cool.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
I've been good, bud. You're going to be watching the Lions on Sunday. They play at 8. Don't forget, they got flex back to 8 o'clock. So make sure you're checking it out. The Mean One. Yes, we've seen it. And I want to say it's fun. You know, if you go into this looking for Hereditary, it's probably not going to be a good look. But if you go into it looking for a mindless slasher to have fun with, I think you'll have a good time. Just the CGI is dog ass.
It's more the CGI blood is horrible.
Really,
Oh, we
really
hate
bad.
CGI blood.
I know.
And it's
I
bad.
hate CGI blood too. I'm
Like-
like, why? Like, blood's
Stop.
really not that expensive. Like, why not? Just,
Ashley and I looked at each other
That's like insane.
You would think the CGI would be more expensive than just
yeah.
the corn syrup.
This is like Freddy versus Jason level bad looking CGI
Wow.
blood. Like
I think it's worse than that. Ugh,
I
that's
would have
really
rather
bad.
them just do construction paper
Yes,
up in the
yes.
air than do what they did. Like it was that bad.
Oh no.
See, I want to read this. I really do want to read this. I did not read your comment, Haunted by Horror, just for that reason. So, hey, what's up, Gory Tiger?
Hey.
Yeah, I see you deleted it. I didn't do that. I appreciate you asking, but Anna, you don't have to answer that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's,
In America.
the mean one. Yeah, I agree with you. Is Smile any good? It was my number one on my favorite horror movies of 2022. Me personally, Jeff, I think that it perfectly embodied what you go through when you suffer from anxiety and manic depression and feeling like the world is against you.
Issue.
And it perfectly embodied that. And it was not overly reliant on jump scares. It had a lot of genuine scary moments in it where you're waiting for something to jump that just never does.
Yeah, it just like lingers and it like just feels so like dreary,
unsettling.
Like, yeah, the
Great
whole
sense
entire
of
movie
dread.
does.
Yeah.
So I me personally, it was my favorite of the year.
It was much better than I anticipated it to be. I thought it was going to be like a cheesy, like you know, the what's that movie? Truth or Dare. Yeah, that's what the vibes I got from it.
I think that's why I have it at number one, because I was caught so off guard by how much I liked it that it was just like, wow. I went into it the same way as you. I went into it just looking to have a good time with some dumb kids and a stupid Snapchat filter. And by the end, I was like, wow, I can't wait to see special features on this movie on physical media. That's all I could think leaving the theater.
Even though I do love Truth or Dare too. It's fun.
It is definitely one of your guilty pleasures.
It is.
What do you think your favorite horror movie of 2023 will be? Bride of Killer Pinata.
Plug it in.
Yes.
There's so many I'm looking forward to this year. I think obviously Evil Dead Rise is probably going to be up there.
Yeah.
I think Megan, I'm honestly, it's going to be hard to outdo that movie for me this year. But there's obviously a lot of ones I'm really looking forward to. You know, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey.
I was just gonna say.
I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Billy Bonka and the Fudge Facility. No, I did not make that up. Yes, that is a horror movie coming out this year.
That's a horror movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Billy Bonka and the Fudge Facility definitely sounds like a horror.
Yeah, I was like, is Captain Fudge here?
Yeah. So yeah, I'm definitely. I think it's going to be fun. I do want to say this right here. What do you guys think of the Evil Dead Rise trailer? I think they were both amazing because you have the red band and the green band one. Yeah. If you've only seen one or the other, I strongly recommend checking out the other one to kind of fill in some blanks on stuff. But yeah, we were talking about it before the stream, and I don't want to get too off topic. I'm very, very excited for it, but I'm also very, very nervous that it's going to become more of a Smile possession type movie than a Evil Dead Deadite type movie. But I see that too for sure. But. And one question I want to answer before we get back to the list real quick, because I know, guys, that we like to catch up on the chat as much as we can. We unfortunately do have to be a little rushed today. This year may be as good. I was just gonna say I'm very scared for this year because of how fucking awesome last year was.
We got a lot of good ones.
Yeah. Last year was the first time in a very long time that we were making a list of our top 10 favorite movies of the year, and I could have done a top 25.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like it was very hard to just do a top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I moved some off, like to put others in.
I know. I didn't want to be an ass. Like I promise, I was not trying to be an ass when I said that. Like I felt bad. Cautiously optimistic about The Exorcist. Why are they turning so many kids' books into the horror movies? Because they can.
That's the thing. At 23.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, because we want to have fun.
Because there's a Peter Pan one.
Yeah,
too.
Peter Pan one coming out.
Oh, really? Oh,
with Captain Hook, he's like the villain. Well, I mean, he's the villain. Anyways. He's always the villain, but like a scarier villain. I mean, he's scary. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm very, very stoked on him. And we just got the Grinch ones. Oh, I'm sorry, the mean one. They don't say the Grinch.
You're not.
I just fucked that up. I'm sorry. Bad Ken. So let's go into our number 9, and that will be Rocco starting us off.
Yes. So at number 9, I have The Evil Bong, which does take place
Yes,
on a
Charles
holiday.
Band.
It takes place on 420.
Okay.
There's not much
There you go.
else to say. Cheers. friend.
I'll raise my 0 sugar squirt to you, my friend.
I haven't seen any of those, the Ginger
I
Dead
haven't-
Man or the Evil Bong. So
They're
I've
fun.
never
I
seen
don't-
the Evil Bong.
They are.
The
You've
first
seen
one
it.
of
We seen it when it first
Peaches.
came
I
out. We were
think
just
Evil
really,
Bong is
really
better than
high.
Ginger
How
Dead
old?
Man.
How old is this movie?
Oh, we didn't have Kenny yet.
Oh, really?
We were high as balls.
Oh, well, I guess that's why I don't remember it.
Yeah, we
I
haven't.
feel like
I haven't been high in a long time, guys. I don't condone drug use. I'm not poo pooing it. If it's your thing, that's cool. We don't get high.
It's just weed. Who
Yeah,
gives a
we,
shit?
yeah, we don't care. It's just not our thing.
Yeah.
So what about you, Celeste? What's number 9 for you?
At number 9, I have one that I recently watched. And it's very, I feel like, underrated. I don't feel like anyone's really talking about this. I have Mother's Day, but the remake from 2010, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman. I was like really shocked that this was good. The poster is awful.
it is like an absolutely terrible.
I also thought it
poster.
was going to be like this cheesy thing, and it was like a genuinely disturbing, like, home invasion movie. It was really intense and good.
Yeah, it was
I
good. I
can
don't-
definitely see what you mean by the poster is ass.
It's so bad. It's the font. for
Don't
me.
It looks like a
misbehave.
fan made
Don't
poster.
misbehave.
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
bread or a promise?
Oh my
bad.
gosh!
But the movie
misbehave.
itself is really good.
it's not a remake of the one from, is it the 80s?
I believe it is a remake of that
Oh,
one, which I
okay.
haven't seen that one.
Yeah.
know.
I haven't seen either. So
Yeah,
Huh, I'll have to
I haven't
check it
seen it either.
out.
So yeah, I'll check it out for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what about you, Anna? What
Nice.
comes in at number 9 for you?
I have Valentine from 2001.
Iconic.
I'm a sucker for Valentine's Day. I was born on February 16th, so it's just 2 days after Valentine's Day. So it's
Yeah.
always around my birthday. But yeah, all of the imagery with the hearts and everything. I love the killer design of like the Cupid mask. I think it's so
Mhm.
cool. And I just really like a good cheesy early 2000s slasher every now and then. And the Valentine's Day cards with the rhymes in them, I think, are so fun. So yeah, I try to have a good mix of like different kinds of holidays on my list. So
Sure.
yeah.
Me and Valentine have a love-hate relationship right now. Because that's our February episode of Didn't See That Coming.
I think it's more
And-
you and YouTube.
Yeah, that video got hit
Oh,
for
no.
copyright like 8 different times.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's like
Hate
this
that.
movie's so freaking old. Like, what the hell?
And
Yeah.
we got hit for copyright on some of the dumbest moments, like the part where she puts her hair in the toilet. I'm like, seriously?
What?
Of all the things that could happen, that's the
That's
part?
disturbing.
Yeah, it is the scariest part of the movie. I will give you that. So yeah, I love the movie, but right now I'm mad at it. So my number 9, it's a Christmas movie from 1984, and you don't want to get it wet. You don't want to feed it after midnight. Gremlins, obviously. I love this movie. It's a movie I've been a big fan of since I was a little boy. Putting the one dude in the microwave and cooking him up, the old lady getting thrown out of the house. Like, there's just so much about this movie that's so great. And I love the little I
So
love that shit.
Cute. Yeah,
It
he
is.
is.
It is. So I definitely had to put that on the list. So for me, number 9, Gremlins, 100%.
Nice.
What about you, my love?
So mine is Trick or Treat. I know you don't like the movie, but it's so like it's like a Halloween movie that you have to watch during the fall. Like, it's just the feeling and everything about it is Halloweeny. And I like Sam. I think he's like,
You
And
said
he-
weenie.
I did say weenie. It's Halloweeny. Just I don't know, the atmosphere of it, and like there's a different thing for everybody in it. I feel like
Yeah.
even you,
Mhm.
there should be, but there's not.
No,
But
there's not.
you like Sam though.
I do like Sam, and I would love to get, like, 'cause I've heard people talk about a sequel. I'd like to get a Sam origin story to find out how Sam became Sam.
Yeah.
Like, I would be more interested in that than a sequel. So that's just my opinion.
sure.
So
It's fun. I like it, and I make him watch it every Halloween.
every goddamn year.
And now Chloe likes it, so
So then I'm gonna have to watch it every. I'm still gonna have to watch it. Son of a
yes,
bitch.
you will.
next year Steamboat Willie enters public domain, so it's possible we could get a Mickey horror.
Ooh.
That
Oh my
would
gosh.
be dope.
Really?
Picture this, right? Like, hold on. Gotcha, bitch.
Oh
Like,
my god.
That would be so amazing. I would
Yeah.
be. Oh yeah, I'm all about it. Ginger Dead Man is hilarious. We still need to watch
Mhm.
Christmas Bloody Christmas. We just haven't had the chance to
We
watch it
haven't.
yet. I've heard the best things about it, but we just have not had the time to see it yet. If you want a little sneak peek of Bride of Killer Pinata, become a member to our channel, and you can get the teaser as well as behind the scenes footage of some of the newer films that Ashley and I are about to be a part of. I did talk about it on our last stream, but we did just sign on for a new film coming out this year where we have to learn to
Awesome.
roller derby. So that's all I can really say at this moment. Ashley and I
Ooh.
will be doing
I
some
have-
roller
I
derby.
haven't roller skated since I was like probably 15. So
Yeah.
I used
I'm
to
like
play
a-
derby, so if you have questions, you can ask me.
Okay. I'm
I will hit
seriously
you
like
up.
a new deer trying to walk on those damn things, I swear.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty good, but I suck at stopping. Like I scare myself.
Well, I'm just gonna run into
Yeah.
you every time I get stop.
You're gonna run into me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna break a bone or something, probably.
You think
Oh,
you're gonna break a
no.
bone?
Yeah, I'm gonna break a boner. Yep. I said a bone.
You said I'm gonna break a bone or something.
That's what I heard. It was
I
like
the boner you're gonna break?
That's
Maybe.
all
If you-
men here,
if you
I
push me
guess.
down. Yeah.
it's a
You say
scary,
bone
it's a
and they're
scary
like boner.
proposition.
Bone?
Yeah, right?
Well, it is a scary thought, you know. It's like one of those things where it's like, that's my best friend. I sing Queen. You're my best friend. I'm glad that you like it, Day. I'm glad you like Trick or Treat.
Oh my gosh.
I know my nephew's here, and I'm talking about breaking boners. God damn it. Do birthdays count as a holiday? January 10th does.
Or June 24th.
Hey, Francis.
Yo, here.
Yes. If you want to count birthdays as a holiday, absolutely, because it's
Heck
the
yeah.
day.
I take like the whole month of June is like my month.
She's not lying, guys. It's cute at first, but
It's-
my birthday's in 7 days. What the hell, Ken?
I
Oh, for
I
fuck's
totally
sake.
use that the entire time.
Yeah.
As you should.
Bugs Bunny enters the public domain. But what else you say about the birthdays?
Oh.
Ashley put it perfectly. Yeah, it's a holiday because that's the day that you were created, and there's only one you.
I
You
said
know,
this to him
That's,
earlier.
that's what I literally just said. Like, she said this to me earlier, and it made me feel important. Like, there's only one you out there, and that's the day
Aw.
that you became you. So
He
yes,
was trying to
celebrate
downplay
it.
his birthday. I was like, no, at least just take the day for yourself. Like I take a whole at least 2 weeks for me. So
2 weeks.
okay,
You can have
maybe,
one day.
Someone's generous.
maybe the entire month of June is for me, but
I can tell because like at the end of like May, she goes to bed like normally, and then I wake up to like
I have my crown on. Like
Yeah.
she's like, listen, peasants, it is June. Tis the month of my birth.
Yeah.
Like, oh, fuck.
You know
So-
what? Good. You should be.
Yeah.
You're a queen.
Yes, she is. She is a queen, and she deserves to be treated as
Thank
such.
you.
Oh, Calvin, we are gonna get down and dirty for your 50th, boy.
January
Listen,
15th.
for
That's the
those
day
of you-
before Kenley's
Yeah,
birthday.
for those of you that don't know, Calvin, you guys see him in the chat. One of our best friends. He is so close to our family that he went with us to Chicago to the world premiere of Bride of
it was
Killer
a lot of
Pinata.
fun.
And so this is
Nice.
one of our best friends. When you guys see Calvin on here, he's a real one, man. He's one of the real ones for sure. So now we will do our number 8, and that will be Celise starting us off.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we already spoke about this one. So no one's surprised. It's another Charles Band movie. It's Evil Bomb 420. Yay!
Smoke weed.
There's not much to say. It's an evil bong, and she's super sassy. She's a queen, and it's just fun. It's fun. Also, oh my god, what's his name? I love this actor.
John
He's so good.
Patrick Jordan.
John Patrick Jordan slays
3
in
first
every
names.
single evil. Like, love him.
He's great.
Can you be
Yeah.
my bestie if you're watching?
He's like the Sydney of the Evil Bong universe.
He's yeah. He is actually.
That's awesome.
Should have been in
That's
my
so cool.
top final
I
guys.
know you really.
God, I missed
messing up
opportunity.
there.
Darn it.
Way
Darn
to
it.
fuck it up, Celise.
I would say Evil Bong is like my favorite. of
Stream
those
Evil
movies.
Bong on Tubi.
Yes.
Right. How about you, Anna? What comes in at number 8 for you?
I have a Better Watch Out. I have a feeling we'll
Fuck
probably
that
be
kid.
talking about this one later. But yeah, it was really a surprise for me. I was not expecting the way it went. I don't really want to say any spoilers because there's definitely a twist to it, but yeah, I feel like a lot of the Christmas horror movies are slashers, and this kind of does something different, which I appreciate. And you get all of the good Christmas imagery. There's a character that gets like tied up with Christmas lights. So yeah, it's just a really good movie
with a fantastic ending.
Yes, yeah.
That's honestly, I love the ending of that film. The ambiguity of what could happen. So my number 8, I'm going to go down into the mines with Harry Warden, and I'm going to talk about My Bloody Valentine from 1981. One of the movies on my list where I could have done either the original or the remake, because I like them both for two completely different reasons. But there's just something about the original to me that is so like fun and small town. Like all the actors are so dog shit when you get like those group of people that are running around drinking
They're like
shit.
they're like sucking coke up their nose and like
we
acting
need some coke,
acting ridiculous.
Coca-Cola. So I mean, like, and there's just, I love the story. I love the lady in the dryer. I really, really like the original My Bloody Valentine. I like the idea of the Harry Warden character.
Yeah.
That was actually one of the biggest bummers about the remake to me, was the lack of a Harry. You know, he was there for a second, but he wasn't as prevalent as he was in the OG. So for me, my number 8 is My Bloody Valentine 1981. What about you, my love?
So funny enough, mine is also My Bloody Valentine.
Ooh.
We got a lot of the same.
I'm rubbing off on you.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I like it for like the same reasons pretty much. I mean, who doesn't want a bloody heart, you know, in a candy box? Yeah.
Well, now I know what I'm getting you for your June 2nd birthday.
Or Valentine's Day is coming up.
I'll kill someone for you.
All right. No, it's fun, like you said.
It's a very fun movie.
Yeah.
So how about you, Rocco?
So my number 8 is Thanksgiving, which is one of those movies that me and Celeste to this day still argue if I've seen it or not. And I think I have. I'm like 82% sure I've seen it, because I remember the turkey. I mean, if anybody's confused, it's a Thanksgiving movie.
Nice tip, bitch.
Yeah, I've definitely seen it, because I remember that long. I remember
we did see it together.
We did, right?
We did.
I have actually a whole letterbox side note. I have a whole letterbox list of movies that I think I didn't see, but Celeste is like, no, we definitely saw them. I just don't remember watching
because
them.
half the time he falls asleep.
No. I'm talking about ones that I was awake for, not ones I slept through.
How many times did you ask me, did I see Reanimator? And I was like,
yes, I know. That's what's crazy.
You've seen it like 3 times.
I don't remember anything that happened in that movie, but I know I've seen it at least 3 times in my life.
Sorry.
Every time it starts, he's like, I believe we have seen.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen this.
I'm like that too. Ken's always like, sit up, take the blanket off, like, because I get so sleepy.
Celeste does that to me.
I can always tell when Ashley's about to fall asleep during a movie, because we go from this to this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do the same thing.
It's a process, yeah.
And
then he'll look at me and be like, "Okay, you need to sit up."
When she goes from Ashley, when she goes from regular, beautiful, amazing Ashley to quarantine Ashley, I know that we're about at bedtime.
You'll take pictures of me with my mouth hanging open.
Every time she falls asleep with her mouth open, I either take a picture.
I was sleeping like that in the car, and he snapped a picture of me, and
she was like, huh, huh. I was like, fuck the Flash.
Yeah.
Is she about to get out me and be like, get out? Guys,
we love a Get Out reference.
I had to. Seen a lot of things. Thanksgiving love. Ooh, Fresh. I look at that as a Thanksgiving movie. It's a good call, T. Parker. Oh, a scary movie. Terror Train. Hey, we love you too, buddy. We got Maniac Love in here.
Ooh. That was
okay, somebody asked earlier, and I totally skipped it. I'm sorry. I will be turning 37 in January. I am geriatric. So if you want to send me insulin or like some other geriatric stuff, I don't know, what do geriatrics use? I don't know. Stuff for me. Prune juice.
Yeah, prune juice. Yeah. I mean, insulin isn't geriatric.
Yeah, I'm still geriatric. I don't know. God damn it. I'm losing my memory. I'm geriatric. I don't understand most of what is being said. Have a lovely day. And I hope you have a lovely night. I know we can be pretty rambunctious at times. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you coming back. Top 10 saddest moments featuring the Lost River Drive-In around 1988 will be coming up, guys. So that's not on Tuesday, is it? No, Tuesday for our birthday, we're joined by that horror couple for our non-horror movies. We wanted to throw a little bit of a twist in there. So, all right, guys. Well, we will get back. And Shaheem's birthday is coming up. I was looking for it, Shaheem. I can't find it, but happy birthday to you, buddy.
My list, you can totally tell that I was a 90s kid. So,
hey, what's up, Christian?
It very much so shines. Hey, Christian.
Yeah, I can't wait to see it. So now we are up to number 7, and that will be Anna starting us off.
Alrighty. We just talked about this one, but Trick or Treat. It's just such a cool anthology. And that's all. That's all I have to say about it.
What is the hate for this movie?
I know.
I fell asleep on that one.
Ken, do you like Krampus though?
He does.
Oh, okay, because it's the same director, right?
Yeah.
And I personally don't like Krampus as much as Trick or Treat, but yeah, I just think that the way they tie all the stories together is really cool. It's like the wraparound is inside of the story, which is neat.
Yeah.
And then Sam is just such an icon. Like, I love his design. I love his little lollipop. Him with and without the mask is super cool. And also the score for that movie is really good and really Halloween-y. I will use Ashley's word. So yeah, that's one. I think it's a good like every Halloween watch for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
See, and I want to like it.
You just have to keep watching, keep watching, keep watching.
That's I try.
The 1,000th time, you'll actually like it.
Yeah, see, like you found something at Starbucks the 1,000th time. Like you will.
There you go. Yeah, it could be your frozen mocha.
Yeah.
Maybe eventually I'll find my frozen mocha. So my number 7 is a movie that I said earlier on that I don't feel like is a very good movie, but it's higher up on my list just because of the fact that I used to watch it with my grandmother when I was a kid. And it's one of House was the first movie that my grandma Penny ever showed me, the first horror movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second one that we used to watch together is from 1985. And it is also celebrating Independence Day. And it is Silver Bullet. You go back and watch this movie now, and it's really not the best movie. It's definitely not one of Corey Haim's best performances. Gary Busey is completely fucking unhinged, which is amazing. And then the guy that plays the dad in The People Under the Stairs, he's the preacher in this movie, and that guy just gave me nightmares.
He's scary in everything he does.
Yeah.
Like he's
Silver Bullet is so wholesome.
But it's just like maybe that's the problem. I don't know. Like I watch it now, and I'm like, ugh. Why did I like this movie so much? But it's still to me. It's like you said, so it's like a comfort movie because I watch it and I think of my grandma and how we used to hang out. And my grandma, when I was a kid, literally had me a little silver bullet made, and like I thought it was the coolest damn thing in the world. So yeah, so I watch it now and I am filled with nostalgia and love for my grandmother, but it's just not a very good movie. So at number 7 for me is Silver Bullet. And I'm going to switch the ticker back. For you guys that didn't notice, I changed the ticker to Ashley and Anna said weenie.
I noticed.
I did not know.
Rocco's like, yeah, I noticed.
I've been there.
I didn't even see that.
I was trying to give you the hint, but
Oh,
you weren't catching on to the weenie.
Now I'm going to keep glancing down there like every 2 seconds.
I'm scared. Maybe I should keep my mouth shut. Like, what's he gonna put now?
Just don't say weenies, please.
Right.
Okay.
We need a weenie
because
counter.
the 7-year-old in me will definitely take it and run. So
Yes, yes, you will.
What about you, my love? What's your number 7?
Terrifier. And yeah. So I love Art the Clown, even though I do think that he was much better in the second one. I do like the first one too. I think it's gory. And like some of the sawing down her crotch like that just like was horrible. It was very gory. And I like the first one a lot. So yeah.
Very good movie. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into my thoughts on part 2 right now because it's still so fresh, but part 2 is very, very good.
It was a little longer than
way too long.
Yeah. But I liked part 2.
Way too long.
I felt
but it's still
like
very good.
I felt
very
like
good.
Art the Clown was more I don't know, like the way he portrayed
His
himself and stuff.
personality.
Yeah, it definitely shined in part 2 more, but you still got that in part 1. Like you still got his personality.
Yeah.
And you know, he doesn't talk, but you still can like he's kind of goofy, but he's the scary killer. So yeah.
Dig it.
Yeah.
Dig the choice.
Thanks.
How about you, Rocco? What comes in number 7 for you, brother?
So number 7 for me is gonna be Blood Rage.
Very nice.
It's a great movie. I actually like. It's one of those movies that, and this is why how I know I like it so much, right? It's a Thanksgiving movie for everybody in the chat. If you don't know Blood Rage,
Cranberry sauce.
Yes. So, Celeste was watching it, and I was not paying attention, doing something else, and I like put what I was doing down and just sat and started watching it because, and I got to remember the actor's name.
Oh my God, he's fabulous.
Something Mark Soper, whatever. He was incredible, and it's crazy because he really didn't do a lot of things. He did one movie, I think, with like Tom Cruise or something, and then he really didn't do anything else. But he was incredible the way that he just like portrayed both characters. I actually literally thought it was a pair of twins. That's how dumb I am. I was like, oh yeah, of course they got twins. It's like 2 different people. It's the same guy. He's incredible. And it's just an interesting story, kind of a fun whodunit, kind of like a reverse Giallo, where you kind of, you kind of think you know who it is the whole time. But it's a great movie. I really recommend it to anybody.
Yeah,
and it's camp.
We're
literally.
gonna talk more about that one.
Well, why don't you give us your number 7, Celeste?
At number 7, I might get the cancel button. I don't know. I know what you did last summer. Listen to me. I'm gonna tell you why.
Wow.
Again, I recognize. Oh, I hate that. I recognize that. Whoa. Let's do that again. Oh my God.
I left it on. Sorry.
Okay. We're here. We're normal. Okay. I recognize it's not good. Everybody in it is iconic though, and they give me like a lot of nostalgia. But also, I have read the script to this movie over like 20 times because it was our first table screams, and so for some reason it's just like really significant now. So when I watch it, I'm like, oh my God, remember when they're like all playing those roles?
It's like we did a theater production
just,
of I Know What You Did Last
It's like,
Summer.
oh my God, it was our first one. Like we were babies. We weren't.
That's
but
so
you know,
cool.
it's just cute.
You had a folding table with your laptop on it.
Yeah.
That's how we did it.
It was fun.
It's amazing to go back and watch those videos again. Like we just went back and attempted to rewatch one of our first Didn't See That Coming episodes, and Ashley was like, "Shut this shit off.
Yeah.
I can't do
I
that."
was
So,
like,
These guys
I'm
suck.
the same. I can't watch like myself.
I was like, oh my God, please
It is
put
hard
me out
to-
of my misery.
it is definitely that's why I love doing Didn't See That Comings and versus episodes, so I can focus more on you when I'm editing, or my first horror movies where I can really focus on the other people that are on there. I hate watching myself. I hate listening to myself. So I totally understand what you guys are saying, which is funny because I talk all the fucking time.
I was gonna say I don't believe you, but okay.
We will catch up on the chat real quick. People Under the Stairs is better than Silver Bullet. Agree.
Yeah.
100% agree.
People Under the Stairs is amazing.
Yeah.
I love that.
Love that.
I like Uncle Sam Day. I mean, it's not like perfect, but I have fun with it when we watch it. Hereditary. Ooh, a Mother's Day horror film.
Ooh.
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh,
Yeah,
someone's
good
throwing
call.
curveballs at us
Mommy.
over here. Thank you. Tatum gifted a membership to Talkin' Entertainment with Josie. Thank you so much for doing
Aw.
that. That was very
Thanks,
kind of
Tatum.
you. I
Nice.
appreciate it. And I'm sure they do as well. Now they can waste more of their time on us. Leprechaun for St. Patrick's Day. Very, very nice.
That's a good one.
Um,
I didn't even think of Lucky.
Yeah, I didn't either because I fucking.
Leppy.
Lucky, you gotta
I
love
love
him.
Leprechaun. How did I forget? Oh my God.
I like the character, but those movies are just so until the very last one. Like if I was gonna choose, I need to watch a Leprechaun movie tonight. I would choose the very last one. That would be my
Really?
go-to. That's my favorite one.
Yeah.
I love that one. Leprechaun, I think it was.
Listen,
It
I
wasn't the
just love
Origins one, that was
Lep's
the
like
The origin
shoes.
one was horrible.
Yeah.
They're iconic. I want them.
His shoes.
Do
His
they come
shoes?
in pink? Yeah.
They're leprechaun shoes.
Yeah, but they're cute.
the pink is not part
like
of the
Loki
palette.
slay. If it's pink,
They
I
belong to a demon.
somebody
thing.
in the chat
Gotta
find that
glow
for
up.
me.
Oh yeah.
You should do
Oh,
bimbo
God.
leprechaun.
Gotta glow up.
Yes.
Wait, that's
Um,
good.
So number 6 for me, this is the newest addition to the list, actually. It's from 2021, stars 2 of my favorite people in the horror genre, which would be Ash Bruce Campbell Williams and Devin, the hottest guy in the world, Sawa. And that would be Black Friday. I genuinely had a really good time with this movie. It's not groundbreaking. There's nothing amazing about it when it comes to technicality, but Casey Tebow, the guy that directed this film, he was under strict COVID restrictions. So they're trying to make a movie about Black Friday when you could only have 5 extras on set at a time. So they're trying to show a rushed store with 5 extras on set at a time. And he got great performances from Devin, from Bruce. And there's one of my favorite moments ever in this movie when it comes to being an actor is very, very hard. I think we all know that. Being a background actor and still stealing the show is even harder. And Bruce Campbell does that during a scene in this movie. Devin Sawa is talking to the other main character, Chris is his name. And he's like, you got a lot to learn, kid. And then the Chris kid is like, kid, I'm not your kid. You see me way too often to be your own child. And in the background, Bruce Campbell's like, and it's just one of the best moments ever. Just his face of just going. And it's just like, I love watching little things like that. That to me personally is what separates a great actor from a phenomenal actor. When you're not even a essential part of the scene and you're still taking my eye to you away from fucking Devin Sawa, you're averting my attention from him.
I know.
You're doing something 100%
you
right.
Definitely are. Definitely.
Yeah. So, and it's a movie that I love the story of this movie. And there's so much realistic from working in a grocery store in the past. There's so many realistic
going
things.
to the store. We did that like 1 year and I wanted to kill myself. It was awful.
Yeah. So I'm a big fan of the movie. If you guys haven't seen it, it is streaming. I want to say it's on Prime. It's either on Prime or Stars.
It's on Stars
right now. But, okay.
I just put it on one of my list videos. Yeah.
So if you guys can check it out, it's a fun movie. I very much enjoyed it. And Casey Tebow, the director, is one of the sweetest, coolest dudes I've ever had the privilege of talking to. So for me, at number 6, I have Black Friday.
So
oh my
funny
fucking
enough,
God.
I think you stole my list. Like
No way.
Mine is also Black Friday. I swear to
Wow.
God. Do you see this?
It
Number 6.
legit
It's like
says
every
Black
other
Friday.
one.
I know.
You're grounded.
You're grounded.
You're grounded.
You're stealing my list, man. But anyways, I'm just gonna copy paste what you said.
All right.
I mean, it has Devin Sawa in it. Like,
Of course.
that's all you need to know.
Touche. While he's not my favorite actor, he is eye candy.
He
for sure.
is some eye candy. He's cutie.
Can we just real quick talk about how fucking underrated Leonardo DiCaprio is? Can I just throw that out there real
So
quick? He's my favorite actor of all time. Like, he is just like, God damn it, he's so good.
He
And the
just
fact
got
that he
on
has
this
one
train of
Academy
Leonardo
Award
DiCaprio.
is fucking one Oscar is criminal. It's fucking criminal.
That is pretty
Like,
crazy.
That's like insurrection style criminal to me.
It really is
that
crazy
this
because
dude-
he gives everything in every single role that he
Yes.
does.
So,
Yeah.
Like above and
so
beyond.
good.
Everything, every movie is like a masterclass.
For sure.
It is. Everything he does, I'm like, wow. Even Titanic, like, you watch him in Titanic, and at the time, I was a young kid when that came out, and I was like, oh, this fucking fruity actor. I was a young little punk rock kid, and he was a Backstreet Boy looking guy to me.
I wasn't. I
Um,
had him all over my walls. Like,
I
after
bet.
that movie, I did.
I would have him all over my walls too.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was great in that movie. He's just amazing. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick. So, Rocco, what comes at number 6 for you, brother?
So number 6 for me is a little boring because someone already said it. It's Ginger Dead Man.
Charles Man.
I really like it. I don't like it more than Evil Bong. It's just that like this is like really more of a holiday movie, so I put it a little higher on my list. It's great. I mean, the first one's great. It's Gary Busey, for better or worse. He does a great job. It's just the plot of Child's Play with a delectable delight.
It really is.
And that's it. It's great. It's so the whole movie takes place in what I imagine is just a warehouse that is trying to look like the back of a bakery.
Yeah.
And it's so ugly. There's like no color palette.
So
Everybody is awful in a great way. It's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Everybody should watch it. It's
Great time.
It's definitely one of those movies that if you go into it expecting what you're gonna get, you're gonna have a very fun time.
Yeah.
I would put it. It's like a definitely top 50 movies to play at my funeral kind of movie. Like
Wow.
you have to.
On a big projector.
Let's ignore that.
You're like, wow, this is getting
With a-
weird. What's going on there?
We don't talk about
With a special guest appearance from Gary Busey, just yelling at you.
Whoa.
This is what you chose, Rocco. We came here to watch this shit. Oh, that's fucking great, man. If by some insane chance you die before me, Rocco, I promise you I will play Ginger Dead Man at your funeral. So
Thank you.
You have-
See, somebody
my
respects my
commitment.
wishes.
that will happen.
Nobody's
Actually, I don't know.
dying. Let's not put that out into the
I know.
universe.
I know.
You guys, I told her at my funeral, the song I want
I
played
know.
is.
Thank you.
I
Somebody
know.
understands what I'm
He's
saying.
talking about his funeral now.
you
Look how he
guys-
started.
Do you guys remember the song by Simply Red? If you don't know me by now,
Yeah.
if you don't, you will never know me. That's what I want played at my funeral because it's done now. If you don't know me,
I mean,
by
it's
now,
literal-
you
it is a
never gonna fucking know
literal-
me now.
But
It
why
is-
would
it
people
is-
that don't know you be there?
But that would be great. Wouldn't it? Like, oh hey, that's that Ken guy. Oh fuck, that song's right. I'm never gonna know him now.
they
Son of a
see
bitch.
there, I
And then
just
they'll
died.
leave.
They're just like, oh, let's just go to this guy's funeral. Why
Yeah,
not
look
know
at
him,
him. He's-
but-
People do
He
that.
kinda-
That's
he kind of
really
looks
a
like
thing.
Devin Sawa, Leonardo DiCaprio. White people look alike. Let's just go check it out. See what's going on. Maybe they'll have a buffet, and then Simply Red will play, and they'll cry because they'll be like,
Like,
"We
oh.
came to crash his funeral, but we don't know him, and
Now I
we
just feel
never,
guilty.
Ever know
Please
him."
don't put that on me.
No, you won't.
These
So,
are the whole playlist already.
So, what about you, Celeste? What's your number 6?
At number 6, I have Deep Red.
Oh,
It's a Jalo.
very nice. What?
It's
How
from
amazing
Dario
is this?
Argento.
Oh.
Cody, you and me.
We already got a
this
couple
counts as
people
a
that said it.
Christmas movie, okay? At the beginning, I know people are gonna be like, it's not, it doesn't count.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
a key scene that we are constantly seeing throughout the movie, like the traumatic moment, there's a Christmas tree there, and they're like cooking for Christmas. It counts. It's a Christmas horror movie.
It counts.
Christmas
It
Jalo.
counts.
It counts.
Yep.
I forgot about that part. Yeah.
Perfect. I love it. I love it. How about you, Anna?
Number 6. Oh, yeah. Okay. I have Midsommar for number 6, and I like holiday horror that's set in the summer because I feel like we don't get that very much.
Sure.
And having it be like a Swedish holiday and seeing all of these interesting customs that like we don't see in America, I thought it was super interesting too. And Florence Pugh is just incredible in that film. And it's sunlit horror, which I'm a sucker for.
I know that
Yeah.
you like sunlit horror.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna. I appreciate everybody in the chat. We are going to try to keep up with it as much as we can. I do want to say real quick, Calvin sang the national anthem at one of our varsity girls basketball games, and don't listen to him. It was fucking dope. It was so cool. I was like, I know that guy. So yeah, love it. Silent Night, Deadly Night. Better Watch Out. Phantom Carnage. Ooh, we got Johnny
Ooh.
Depp is my all-time favorite actor.
Nice.
Nice.
Very nice. The Purge, Anarchy, 4th of July horror. Yeah, Shaheem is the best. Love you to death, Shaheem.
Absolutely.
The never aging Paul Rudd is one of my favorite actors. New Ant-Man coming out
Yeah,
this year.
there is.
Never
Um,
aging. So true.
I do want to say real quick, if you don't cry during Ghostbusters Afterlife, you probably don't have a soul. That's what throw that out there real quick.
Okay, so you know how we talked about I don't cry, that one I bawled like a baby. Like I did at the end. Totally. That was
Aw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It hit close to home. So
Absolutely. Oh my god, Saturday the 14th. So dope. So dope. Ernest Scared Stupid, baby.
yeah. I love that movie.
Yeah, we just watched it on
Wait,
Halloween
wait.
with our kids.
We watched it with the kids, yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, you're watching this.
Such a great movie. Love it.
Did
Love
they
to
like
death.
it?
No.
Yeah, they
Oh,
were like,
well.
yeah. Well, I think the girls might have liked
Yeah,
it.
I think the girls liked it more than Kenny. Kenny was like,
He's just like a sinister 14-year-old.
Cynical?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
why I
Sinister
think-
works too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Cynical.
either one. Yes. So let's go on to our number 5 halfway through the list, and that'll be you, my love. And while you're starting that,
All
I'm
right.
gonna go grab a drink.
If this is your number 5, it's the Krampus.
Shut your fucking mouth.
Is it yours?
No, you're lying.
I swear to God.
Shut the fuck up.
Have your list been exactly the same the whole time?
I guess his is Krampus too.
Oh,
Oh my God.
Wow. You guys are becoming the same person. I think that's what's happening.
this is like the
Scary.
first time
That's
this has
not
ever
scary.
happened when I'm on here.
If we're
And
becoming
I'm
the same
here.
person, he's not gonna want this body back. I'm
Shoot.
just saying. You might want to start changing your list a little bit. Well, I'm gonna just chime in real quick. Toni Collette, Christmas movie, great twist ending.
Mhm.
Love the practical effects in the movie.
You're taking my number
No.
5.
Listen, I just wanted to chime in real quick because we're gonna do this one together. So, what are the things you love about it, baby?
Toni Collette. That
Practical effects.
some practical effects. The Christmassy of it. I just like Krampus. Like, so it is very Christmassy. But you get the horror feeling of it too, and the twist ending is pretty good too. I like that also, and I like how Krampus looks. Like he's horrifying.
He's
Yeah,
very
for sure.
creepy. Yeah, for sure. And there's Gingerbread Man in that too.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're
Gingerbread Man.
cute, but
They're so
they're cute
fun.
until they like
That's like me. That's like my essence.
like you're really
like the
cute
way
when
that
someone
maniacal
tries
little
to mess
gingerbread.
with you,
Yeah, like the
you
way they
won't-
come at you. Yeah,
A little
yeah.
the
angry
teeth.
thing. Just
Yeah,
small,
and they're like,
dense
like that's
ball of
me.
anger.
Yeah,
Yeah, under
I
all
can
this
see. I can see that.
Thank you.
You're like cute, but don't fuck with me because I will
Exactly,
get you.
literally
Yeah.
sweet and spooky.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It is
Oh my gosh.
perfect.
Another cosplay for you, Sleaze. We need a list.
The gingerbread.
Oh,
Bimbo
Gingerbread
gingerbread
Man.
man from Krampus.
gingerbread woman.
Bimbo Leprechaun.
Yeah.
Bimbo. There's another one. I can't remember.
Bimbo Krampus?
Bimbo.
Oh, yes, yes.
Oh my
That
God,
would be
is
hot.
Mhm.
Is she?
Hot.
I just want to say real quick that when you're walking around out to go get a pop and you don't have headphones in, and I just hear you, like you are so animated. You're like, yeah, a gingerbread man. Hell yeah.
No.
And I don't hear anything else. I'm like, is there one in there? Do I need to hurry and get back?
I love that you just said Pop Ken. I love that.
Do you say soda?
No, I say pop too because I'm from Ohio. And everybody's like,
yeah.
you want a sody pop? Oh, are you from the 50s?
Oh, that's fucking
That's
great.
hilarious.
So
We say
Krampus was
soda.
yours.
Yeah, I say, I'll give me a Coke. You know, like
Yeah.
It
That's
sounds
right.
way
You wanna-
cooler when you say it like
you,
that.
want a Pepsi Coke or you want a Mountain Dew Coke? So real quick, something I wanted to chime in with real quick on Krampus before we moved on because I didn't really get to talk about it. I'm gonna skip me on this one because we have the same fucking one again. The whole cast is great. I think that like not just Toni Collette,
Yeah.
but the whole cast was played off really well. Except there's one part of this movie that always really bothers
The
me.
fight and
Yes.
at the dinner
It
table.
pisses me off because like as a parent, if I was seeing the kids interacting that way, I would step in right away and just be like, yo, cut that shit out. Leave my kid
Yeah.
alone.
Plot purposes.
I
and
get it,
plot
but-
purposes.
And just every time I watch this movie, like there's no fucking way that a dad is gonna sit there and watch his son go through what his son is going through at the dinner table and just be like, don't worry,
Knock
it's
it
family.
off, guys.
No, fuck that. I'd be
Yeah.
choke slamming those little girls. Read this Christmas list, bitch. Rocco, you want to give us your number 5?
yes. So this number 5 is a good one. Actually, the movie's awful. I'm just gonna put it out there. Don't watch the movie. But I have a great story and it was a great memory.
It's a common theme with my business.
And it is Easter Bunny Kill Kill.
Oh, no me diga, no me diga.
Don't watch it. Sorry
Why?
to everybody. If anybody that was on the production of Easter Bunny Kill Kill is in the chat, I
Listen,
apologize.
no.
You did your best. Don't watch the movie. Like, really don't watch it. But I have a great memory. So obviously it's Easter. If anybody's
Right.
so me and Celeste were upstate. We were on vacation, and we are like, "Oh, let's have like a drink and watch a stupid movie. Let's watch this Easter Bunny Kill Kill." We wanted to do like a holiday movie, right?
Sure.
So Celeste had never gotten drunk at this point in her life.
No.
So I make her a Jack
No
and
wonder
Coke.
she's so upset you're bringing it up. Like,
No, it was iced tea
Oh,
and
it's
Jameson.
So she's like, oh, okay, I'm gonna like
Oh.
ease myself in, and she drinks the whole thing, and I turn around with 5 minutes into the movie, and I'm
it
like,
just tasted like iced tea. I don't
where
know.
did the drink go? And she's like, oh, I drank it. I was like, that was like 2 shots. And then next thing I know, she was like, all right, maybe I'll ease the other one in. And she killed the second one. The next thing I know, we're 30 minutes in, and she's like this.
Yeah, and then I
Hanging
started
off the side of the world.
crying, and like
Oh,
I had to look
no.
at pictures of my animals because
I
was
know.
sad.
I was like, Bear
I was
misses
like,
you.
Look at Lev. Look
The
at
dog
Lev.
misses. The cat misses you.
look at
Aw.
the Easter Bunny kill.
Fuck
I
that
think they
movie,
do
though.
kill a bunny though, right?
Yeah, fuck that movie.
Oh, I think that's what
Aw.
made you start crying.
Was the
Probably.
bunny getting
Never.
killed?
You're like, I miss.
Aw.
I mean, it was.
So fucking great.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, I love that.
I mean,
I'm
if you're
gonna
a
purposely
sadist,
watch this movie now, drink some iced tea and Jameson, and call
Mhm.
Celine.
yeah,
I need to see pictures of your pets now, please.
Pictures of your pets.
Right, your pets. Oh, that's fucking awesome, man. So, how about you, Celeste? What's number 5 for you?
So number 5, Rocco already spoke about it. It is Blood Rage, Thanksgiving movie. I almost said Thanksgiving movie. Jesus.
it's giving thanks.
It's giving thanks. This one is really fun. I try to watch it every year for Thanksgiving, and basically everything Rocco said.
Yeah.
I love the lead actor, and also I don't know what's her name. I'm gonna find out right now. Sorry. Who plays the mom? Louise Lasser. She was so good.
Does she play? Is that the
She
mom?
was wild. Yeah, she's like unhinged.
Oh yeah, she's so good. Oh, she's scary.
I love an unhinged like mom in like horror
Yes.
movies. So yeah, a lot of fun.
Really,
They're
really
not-
great.
they're
Like post
scary,
Friday the
man.
13th movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's scary.
Any psychopathic mom is terrifying because that's supposed to be the one person you can rely on all the time to always have your
Yeah.
back. So like a
Yeah.
psycho mom is terrifying to me. Mine's dead, so if she came back, it'd just be like a dust cloud.
Oh my god.
That would be way scarier.
I mean,
Yeah, that would be scary.
blow
How the
that.
hell did you get here?
Yeah. Well, if I didn't know her by now. So what about you, Anna? What comes in at number 5 for you?
Number 5 would have been higher on my list if the actual holiday were more prevalent in the film, and it's really not, but it's such a good movie. So my number 5 is Inside, the French movie. It's so good. Like, so good. I haven't watched a movie in a long time that's made me literally like hold my breath the entire time because I'm just like, what's gonna happen next?
Yeah.
But it's set on Christmas Eve, so there's really not any snow or like decorations because the main character, for those who don't know, she's pregnant, but her husband has died in a car crash, so she's like just having a really bad holiday, which you know, for a lot of people, the holidays can be really hard.
Sure.
So I thought it was a really interesting choice to have it set on Christmas Eve, and it has to do with like birth and everything like that, like you know the Jesus story. So yeah, if you guys haven't
That
seen
guy
it,
that went in a cave
You know,
and like, came back
that one
and
guy.
shit. Like, it was crazy. Spoiler alert, he comes back.
Wait, what?
I didn't get to that part in the book yet.
Yeah, Ken, don't ruin it for us. But yeah, so if you haven't seen it, I highly, highly recommend. It's so good, but very gory. So if you're put off by that, then yeah, you
love
might want to
gore.
skip it. But
Right. Ashley will be into that. Me, not so much. But what I like about this is I've never heard of this movie, but I'm super intrigued now because like I've
Ooh.
always liked the idea of trying to I don't want to say like the idea, but when I'm able to see other people go through holidays after losing a loved one,
Mhm.
it's something for me that, you know, like every time I'm telling you guys right now, and everybody on the panel knows me well enough to know that my mother was my best friend, and you know, losing my mother at such a young age, it's hard for me to watch stuff. And like Home Alone 2, I lose my shit every year when he's talking to the tree and he's like, "Can I please just see my mother, even if it's just one last time, just for a second?" I'm always like, "I feel you, Kevin McAllister."
Oh.
You know, like so, like anytime where I see people dealing with loss and trauma around the holidays, it's a hard thing to deal with because again, we talked about. Ashley and I are very, very, very family first. And I think you guys know that. And You know, so when you get to the holidays, that's supposed to be a time for loving your family and being around the people that are the closest to you and letting them know how much you love them. Every holiday, you know, Thanksgiving, you folks got a text from me. Happy Thanksgiving. Love you. Hope it's a great day. Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. Love you. Hope you have a great day. You know, like you need to tell the people around you that you love them. And especially on the holidays, let them know that you're thinking about them. And when I hear movies about trauma around that time, you know, and even though everybody hates the fucking movie, like the Babadook, you know, losing that loved one and going through things like that, it's just it's I like watching that stuff to know that you're not alone. So, oh man, Tucker and Dale versus Evil, since the cabin is meant as a holiday retreat.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
Love that movie.
That movie's a lot of fun.
We came out here and that kid just threw himself in the wood chipper.
That was the first movie I ever watched on streaming.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah, it was one of like
Such
the
a
first
good
movies
movie.
on Netflix that you could stream.
Yeah.
Nice.
I love that movie so much. We could do a whole stream about Tucker and Dale.
Yeah.
Oh,
I love that movie. Number 5 is an Easter movie, Night of the Lepus. Lepus? Night
I
of the
think it's
Lepus?
Lepus, yeah.
Lepus, yeah. I know I've heard of the movie, but I don't think I've ever seen it.
I've never seen it.
Oh, hey, Horror and More. Yes, Psycho Mom. Serial Mom is the best. Horror and More is going to be on an episode of My First Horror Movie soon. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. It's nice to see you. Ooh, hey, beautiful girls here. If y'all need them.
Yes.
Ooh.
I think that's a compliment to everybody here.
Beautiful girls here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Live stream.
Yes.
All right, Rocco, go get your blonde wig.
And boy era incoming.
Yeah, right here. Tucker and Dale is so damn good. Yes, it really is. So we will go on to our number 4 now, and that will be Rocco starting us off. And if Ashley has the same number 4 as me, I'm going to slam my head into a wall.
So my number 4 is Return of the Living Dead. July 4th.
Ooh, Independence Day.
Yes. I have really formative memories of watching this. My aunt showed me Night of the Living Dead. So as a kid, I was like, oh, Return of the Living Dead is obviously the sequel, right? No, I got played. And there was a whole court case. Everybody knows that spiel. But
I have been bamboozled.
I really love part 2, but obviously, like, that's not, I don't think there's a holiday in that. So I had to include part 1. It's great. Actually, I think I showed you that movie for the first time, like in quarantine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
For the
great.
first
I love
time,
that
yeah.
movie.
The
Great
most
movie.
punk rock zombie movie of all time, man.
It really is.
And it's like somehow, even though it's kind of like the stereotypical, like, you know, people in the 80s reacting to counterculture movie, something about it still feels authentic, you know, like it kind of, because I'm a big punk rock fan, so love hardcore, all that. So for me, I'm like, yeah, I get it. There's love put into it. It wasn't just, you know, oh, those kids and their punk rock, you know.
I have the punk rock nautical star tattooed on my wrist.
Literally right above the computer. Obviously, you can't see. I have Damaged on the wall.
Dude,
big Black Flag fan.
I remember I got in trouble at school because I bought a Queers hoodie. I wore a shirt to school that said the Queers, and my teacher got pissed. So I just put a piece of duct tape over the Q and the U, and I was like, "It's the ears, okay? We're fine now." If you guys,
there you go.
If you guys haven't heard the Queers, they're one of my favorite punk rock bands. Their album "Don't Back Down" is the most surfer punk album of all time, and it's so fucking rad. You guys got to check out "Don't Back Down" by the Queers. Amazing record. So, what about you, Celise? What's your number 4?
So at number 4, I have Inside, which Anna just explained very well.
Hell yeah.
I love this movie. I think it might be my favorite, like, French extremity movie. I just love pregnancy horror films. This one is super gory, and yeah, I don't want to speak about it too much because Anna, you know, said everything you need to know. Check it out. But if you don't like gory stuff, maybe don't check it out.
Yeah, it's pretty intense, but the gore is super well done. Well, there might be like a teeny bit of CGI blood, but it's mostly practical.
Yeah,
good. That's what we look for.
For sure.
And like I said, if it's gory, that'll be an Ashley movie. It'll be me in the background going, "If you're a bird, I'm a bird."
Ashley would definitely like it.
Yeah,
we'll check it out. Is it streaming?
It's on Tubi.
Oh, nice.
Oh, there we go. much like Chris Jericho, it just made the list. So how about you, Anna? What's your number 4?
My number 4, like Rocco's, is a 4th of July horror,
Ooh.
and it's gonna be Jaws. Yeah, 4th of July weekend, classic. I'm gonna do a really terrible Jennifer Coolidge impression, but it makes me want a hot dog real bad.
Yes.
Like, it just screams summer, and it's just inextricably linked to that feeling, that summer feeling. Obviously having the beach and everything too. Yeah, it's Jaws. I mean, it's a classic.
Right.
And I'm going to tell you right now, 100% fact, you're not the only one craving a hot dog right now.
Yeah. Ooh. We have the same number 4. Okay.
We're gonna need a bigger list because yeah, for sure. There's no way I could do a holiday horror movie without including Jaws. Just because one obviously takes place on Independence Day, and 2, I can't think of a movie that's impacted me the way Jaws has throughout my life. There's so many times I believe, and I could be wrong. There was one time in the 90s I was wrong, so it could happen again. But I do believe that Jaws was the first horror T-shirt I ever bought. The first, like, it was just the Jaws. Like, that was, well, I had one that said Jews and it had a rabbi on it, like Jaws, but I got in trouble for it. So my mom made me throw it away. That doesn't count.
You get in trouble a lot for your T-shirts.
I did, man. I was a little punk rock kid. I didn't give a shit. I was like, oh, this will be funny, not knowing how offensive my little dumbass was. But yeah, I'm definitely going to, Jaws, and it still holds up today. You know, there's a shark in the water. It's all right. Just go in the water. It's fine. You don't need a mask or anything. It's just a shark. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna say Jaws, number 4. A fantastic movie that has stood the test of time, and to this day, I feel like has one of the most iconic scores of all time. If you've never seen the film, you know the score. 2, it has one of the best jump scares of all time, with the tooth and the face in the boat. Like it's just it's so amazing. And the beginning when you got the girl getting dragged in the water, the Alex Kittner kill, like it's just, there's so much about this movie that I love. There's one shot that doesn't get talked about enough, and it's when Bruce the shark actually takes the dock off from the land, like, and I love that whole scene. So yeah, number 4 for me. I'm definitely gonna go with Jaws. What about you, my love?
My number 4 is Black Christmas, 1974. Yeah.
It's pretty low.
Really? Whatever. I mean, we watch it every Christmas, and I don't know, it's just a good Christmas movie. It's creepy, like someone being in your house when you don't know that they're in there, like that phone call when they get at the end, like he's in the house, like that gives me such great anxiety. And even like when they think they got the killer and everybody leaves her and she's sleeping in the bed, like comatose.
Spoilers.
Really, it was made in 1974. Okay. Sorry, spoilers.
Spoiled.
Yeah, and they leave her in the house, and then he's still in there, and it just pans away, like just so creepy. And also you have Jess Bradford, Olivia Hussey. She's so amazing, and for being made in 1974, and her like standing up for herself and like telling her boyfriend, like, I'm not gonna quit, school. I'm not gonna keep this baby and be just a mother and a housewife because that's what you want. Your plans have changed. And that's awesome. And so
we could get into a whole conversation about how impactful Jess Bradford was and how important I feel she still is to strong female characters.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But we'll talk about that in a couple more picks. So we will catch up on the chat real quick before we do that. Oh, thank you. Seriously, we really appreciate you coming out. It's really, really kind of you to be here. We got some love for April Fool's Day. Better watch out. Tucker and Dale versus Evil. The Melancholy Fantastic. I've never seen that. Have you seen that one?
I've never heard of that. No.
The Melancholy Fantastic.
I don't know what that is.
What holiday is that?
Yeah, I would like to know what holiday it is, please. I'm interested. Inside,
Mhm.
Ginger Snaps. Ooh.
Oh, Halloween, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Night of the Demons. Yeah, Black Flag, Henry frickin' Rollins.
Yes.
The guy that is so mad, I don't even know why. Yeah, guys, please make sure you hit that like button. Make sure that if you have time, if you can, after the stream, come back, leave a comment. It really does help the channel. It with the algorithm that we all know is not very much fun. So, yeah. A hot take, but none of the Black Christmas films do anything for me. I wish I could get into them, but I can't. I respect it.
Yeah.
I totally respect it. If we all had the same list, these lives would be boring as shit. So I completely admire it. Dice,
Hey, Dice.
how you doing, my beautiful friend?
Hey.
So we will go to number 3, and that'll be Celeste starting us off.
Ooh, it's me. I have The Wolf of Snow Hollow, directed by one of my favorite people, Jim Cummings.
Yes.
I just like that this is like a dark comedy. And it's also like Christmas, New Year's. At one point he says Happy New Year's, so it's a holiday.
It's multiple holidays.
Multiple holidays. It's also a bit of a creature feature moment.
It's so good. The humor is awesome. When you were
It's
watching
so
it again
good.
today,
Just like the screenplay itself is so good.
you just get captivated by it.
Yeah, it's so good. And like the acting is really top tier here.
Fire.
Love this movie.
That's awesome. I'm glad. The Wolf of Snow Hollow, you said, right?
Yeah, have you seen it?
No.
They just put it on Shutter so you can watch it right now.
Yeah, I'm literally putting it on the list. I have Inside. The Wolf of Snow Hollow is going on here as well.
Oh my god,
so.
you have to text me after you watch Wolf of Snow Hollow immediately.
Promise.
When I
ending is
saw
insane.
it, I don't think I knew that it was supposed to be a black comedy. I was very confused by the tone. I was like, wait, what's going on?
it's
So I
jarring.
need to rewatch it knowing that, and then I think I'll like it a lot more. But yeah.
It's definitely jarring if you don't know that.
No, I didn't know anything about it. I was like, I think it was my winter horror thing. I was like, there's snow in this. Okay, I'll throw it on. I was just like, what's happening?
That's awesome. Well, let's continue the train right there. Anna, what's your number 3?
All right, I have Terrifier 2. Yeah. Though it was long, I do agree it was probably a little too long. It's so just packed with Halloween imagery, and I just especially love. Oh, is that?
It's
Liv?
my cat. It's Liv.
Say hi. Say hi. Say hi to everybody, Lev.
I'll need pictures of you, Lib, when I get
She's
drunk
so
and watch
cute.
Funny Bunny Coco.
Are you gonna meow in the? Ooh, don't smell the mic.
Don't smell the mic. It probably smells
Kitty
gross.
ASMR, yes. She's so cute. Sorry, I got very distracted by her. But yeah, when they're in like what's basically a spirit Halloween and Art is trying on the sunglasses, I think it's so funny. And then all of the stuff with Sienna making her own costume, super cool. And at the very end, the whole like carnival amusement park thing. It's probably one I'm gonna go back to around Halloween every year. So it's my number 3.
The addition of the little pale girl is super rad.
Ooh, yeah.
She was really good. Yeah.
Love her to death. So my number 3 will get a jingle stuck in your head for years about how many days we have left until Halloween, and that is Halloween 3: Season of the Witch.
Wow.
I love this movie. Like, I really like this movie. I've been a supporter of this movie for a very long time. Even when people were shitting all over it, I was the one that was like, this movie is rad. It's so dope. So I love everything about it. Like, there's obviously things that haven't aged well because their ages don't age very well. But yeah, I still love like a lot of the deaths in the movie. Like, I love the laser beam going into her face. I love the snake kill. Like, I just
42 title cards.
Oh yeah, so many title cards throughout this movie. Title cards throughout this movie.
They're like the next day.
Yeah.
2 days later, like
807.
Yes.
Like, there's so
many.
Yeah, but I still love the movie. So number 3 for me, Halloween 3: Season of the Witch.
All right, my number 3 is Jaws for Independence Day.
Wow.
this movie is the reason I'm scared to go into the ocean. So I feel like if a movie can do that to you, then they did their job. And you don't even really see the shark that much. Like it leaves it up to your imagination, which is even cooler, to be honest. Yeah. Like when we do go to the ocean and like my kids are way out there, I'm just like, okay, like you're too far. And they're like, my feet are barely in it. You know, like that's how like crazy I get by the ocean because of this movie. And it makes me scared of sharks, and sharks probably won't even like really hurt you unless you're I don't know, like they're misunderstood. They're misunderstood.
Are they like Michael Myers in Halloween remake? I'm not bad, I'm misunderstood. Yes, my mom's a stripper.
Yes, they are.
So it's like, I don't know, like she's like, okay guys, and I'm like, go ahead, cut your finger, put it in the water, go out a little farther, it'll be fine.
And like you said, the score, like even if you've never seen that movie, like people know exactly what the score is. Like I'm pretty sure kids do that swimming in the pool and stuff, you know. So
you know, we all did.
Yeah, it's just iconic.
I would go into the water. Yeah. Now I got older and I don't go in pools. I think it's fucking gross. I might as well just lay down and let you pee on me and then pour chlorine on it.
I agree. I'm grossed out by pools and bathtubs, but that's a different story.
Yes. I don't like bathtubs. Taking a bath, different subject for a different day.
Just spray the water on me and let's get it over. I know.
I hate baths. She loves baths.
I'm the same way.
I love baths. I do too. I love a nice
I'm so grossed out
hot bath.
Why don't I just lay down in my own filth?
Yeah,
that's right. Oh my god. Thank you.
Also, like really cold showers. Like
I do not like cold showers. You are Satan.
It's so gross.
Like her shower is so fucking hot. Like I'll go to get in and I literally like audibly like ah! Like it hurts me.
It's like really I feel like hot.
Have you seen the Evil Dead remake when she's in the shower and she's all blissful? Like that's me when I try to get into a shower with Ashley. Like I'm laying in
I'm actually a hot shower enjoyer.
Let her live. She wants to take a hot.
I know
bath.
It gets the germs off. Like
those germs are dead. That's like, you know, the 99.9, even the 0.1 is fucked in this situation. It's 100% of germs.
That's
dead.
That's my point.
Ashley, I support you.
Thank you. In my hot shower.
Yeah.
So this is the new thing.
I like hot showers too.
Actually. I'm the bad guy here because I don't want to get burned alive in the shower.
Yes, you are the bad guy.
I'm like, can we just send in Norma Bates? Like, just end this shit. This shit's burning the fuck out of me. So how about you, Rocco? What's your number 3?
So my number 3, everybody already, Anna already talked about it. I think Anna's the only one who talked about it. It's going to be Terrifier 2. And the only thing I'm going to add to it, because Anna really summed it up perfectly. Actually, everybody summed it up perfectly. The only thing I'm going to add to it is I am the 1% of this conversation, and I didn't think it was too long. I actually enjoyed every second of it. Obviously some parts were a little silly, but overall, no.
That was a great echo.
Yeah, it's built in.
God has spoken. No,
you will not cancel me.
So yeah, I thought I thought we got just enough to kind of make me want more. And I know that's weird talking about like a 2-hour and 10-minute movie, but it was great. I loved it. It was one of my favorites of the year.
Oh, I agree with you. If you're only complaining about a movie, it was too long. You're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh, they gave us too much of more. You know?
Right. Yeah.
Right. All right, guys. Well, we will catch up on the chat before we get into our number 2. We got some love for Krampus. The Easter scene and holidays is so crazy.
Oh, yeah.
I still know what you did last summer.
Ooh.
Someone's got Rastafari and Jack Black on their mind.
Yeah.
No, let's forget that happened.
Yeah.
That's a good call. Ghostbusters 2. New Year's Eve, New Year's.
Yeah.
Dude, the part where Janos is riding the bike up in the sky and he reaches out and grabs the baby from the balcony.
Yeah.
That fucking scared me as a kid, man. Like that terrified the shit out of me. The Melancholy Fantastic is a 2011 Christmas horror movie.
Okay. I'll add that to my list.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now because I'm old, as you know, Celise. I like to print out everything.
He's writing it with a pencil.
Number 3, Terrifier. The Spirit Halloween movie, I didn't hate it.
Yeah, no, it was fun.
Yeah, the kids loved it too, so I liked it. It was
Was
good
it Spirit
enough.
Halloween movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got Christopher Lloyd in it
Yeah.
for like 8
Oh,
seconds, which was totally a curve. I thought
He's
he was
in
gonna be
it.
more.
He's in it more than that. He's like the villain.
Yeah, but he's barely in it.
We hate that.
What's up, Fred?
Like 20 seconds.
How you doing, brother? That's less than a minute.
You said 8 seconds.
Oh.
They Christopher Lloyd dated us. The fuck?
Yeah.
How dare they?
Fine, brother. Yeah, I know. Pieces of shit. Krampus. Return of the Living Dead. Shout out to Rocco and Clintonville in the chat. Yeah, good call. Yeah, thank you so much, Fred. It's not necessary.
It's not blazing,
Jaws is
obviously.
nice.
Look at me and Ashley. We have great skin. It's not blazing
I like it hot, too.
We don't have boils.
Dude,
Keep us
listen.
looking young.
I'm telling you, like, her shower is so hot that, like, I walk by the bathroom and I'm sad. Like, I just walk by and I'm like, the steam. Like, it's like a fucking sauna. I'm like,
It's good for the
I'm
sinuses.
sad when you choose the temperature because then I'm cold.
Okay,
Let her
real
live.
quick.
She's done.
Me and Ashley literally got in a fight on the way here because I turned the heat down to 66.
Yes.
And like I was walking away and she ran in and turned it back up.
That like we kept going back and
66.
forth.
Why
and-
have it on?
I exactly. Thank
She
you.
literally, hold on, I gotta read this to you. Okay, just so you guys know, I'm not bullshitting. I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
But because he blocked
So-
it. He blocked it from me turning it back up.
So she told my son, she said, I heard her upstairs go, when we leave, turn it back up. I literally texted him, I'll punch you in the dick. I swear to God.
Oh my god.
And then he was like, well, then go get me some Sukis. And he got a Kanye meme. So yeah, it was just like, no, listen, I am literally that dad where I'm like, don't do it. Please don't touch my thermostat.
I don't care. I'm not gonna be cold. Like I don't care.
Love you too, Steph. Cold
I'm with
showers are
Ashley
the
on
worst. Damn it, Troy.
Yeah.
Um,
If I have to wear my coat in the house, it's too damn cold.
dope. Cool. Thank you.
Mhm.
Had a killer time, everyone. And I subbed you all. Thank you, brother. They appreciate it. I know they do. It means a lot to all of us. So now we will go to number 2, and that will be Anna starting us off.
Okay, we're gonna talk about Black Christmas again. You know, it's the OG. I mean, like the OG holiday horror. We get great Christmas vibes from it. It's so Christmassy. Jess's sweater vest is amazing and I want it so bad. I saw someone had one on Instagram and I was like, where did you get that? But yeah, I think we've talked about it a lot already, but it's great. It's a great movie, great characters. We love Jess and Barb.
Yes, Barb.
Yeah, so yeah, I had to put it on. Oh. Now, okay. Your list is basically just mine and Ashley's list combined.
Yeah, for me, it's Black Christmas 74. And I just want to add on to what Ashley was saying earlier about Olivia Hussey's Jess Bradford. Like, you know, we got to remember this was 1974. And the fact that, you know, her boyfriend's like, you're not getting an abortion. And she's like, oh, fuck. That reminds me. I got something here for you. Yes, I am. It's, you know, one of those, and it's just like, you feel that level. Me as a father, it's something that I would hope that my daughter grows up with that type of strength to know that she is her own person. My son as well. I would want him to be influenced by anybody else, but in this situation of wanting an abortion, knowing you're not ready and standing up for that is very, very amazing. And more than that, you know, he's like, when he fails his little piano recital thing, it's probably more important than a recital, but that's what the vibes I get. You know, he's like, we're leaving college. And she's like, bitch, you are. I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You know, and like that, the type of power that she has in a movie from 1974, it's inspiring. You know, it's so inspiring. And it's so scary. You know, you don't have to see Billy to be scared of Billy.
Mhm.
And
Just gotta see his eye.
yeah,
Through the hole.
and the laughs in the movie
Yeah.
are very genuine. Always
Mhm.
stealing booze from different parts of the house. I think
She
it's
pulls it out of the toilet.
fantastic. And then fellatio,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
like
Oh, iconic.
yes.
My favorite.
Yeah, and then even when you have him like, she gave it to you, huh? You know, like, I know it's something dirty, isn't it? You know, like it's a movie that the laughs land for me, the fear lands for me, the overwhelming sadness lands for me when we find the body of the young girl down at the park and we see the mom's reaction and the you know, the other girl's dad. That could be my little girl down there, you know, and we found this other woman's little girl killed down here. And there's just so much about this movie that still resonates today. And I think it still holds up very well, whether it be the horror or the sadness or the comedy. I just really, really love this movie. And I always say that this and Psycho are what started the eventual slasher craze that grew in the 80s. So yeah, Black Christmas at number 2 for me. What
Nice.
about you, my love?
My number 2 is Gremlins.
Oh wow, good.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we always have to watch it during the holidays. It's like something that's like a tradition for us now. And I mean, even when I was younger, like it's something that I always wanted to watch. Because I mean, he's just so cute, even though he becomes these like really terrifying little monsters. But just the storyline.
It really is a symbolism of childbirth. Like you have this beautiful creature that just births these disgusting, nasty things that ruin everything you get around. It's just really symbolism, really.
Those kids, yeah. That's what you think of them. they're all miniature U's though. That's the sad thing.
Mhm.
That's your rebuttal. That's your rebuttal. Oh, never mind. I like them now. No, I hate them more.
Oh, stop it. He loves his kids, guys. But yeah, I mean, and Gizmo, he's so cute, and it's just it's a fun like horror but family movie at the same time.
It's definitely a movie that our kids, even Chloe, who's not a huge, Chloe's about Child's Play 3 and Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
That's about it. But she can get down on Gremlins.
I think she's coming around. But yeah, for sure.
All right. So Rocco, you want to give us your number 2?
Yes, my number 2 is American Psycho, which takes place in Christmas.
Oh yeah! Oh my god!
Phenomenal movie. Nothing scarier than finance. I don't know what else to tell you. You know,
Nothing scarier than the Men on Wall Street.
I mean, in the 80s, even I mean, the 80s were terrifying in general. So great movie.
Funny enough,
I mean,
we just got Sledgehammer horror business cards made today.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
You got that eggshell white. You know,
It's not eggshell white.
it's not at all.
yeah, it'd be like that's very out of character for a horror channel. It's the eggshell white.
Eggshell white.
Right.
No,
It's
incredible
black.
movie.
Black and
Everybody's
red.
great.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Jared Leto's there. He's good in it though.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. One of my favorite movies of all time, and definitely one of my favorite holiday horror movies. So
Nice.
His death is epic. Hey, Paul!
Mhm.
I fucking love that.
phenomenal. The
So
whole thing. I
good.
mean, I could.
Whenever I think of Jared Leto, I think of this movie, or he's that little blonde-haired bitch in Fight Club that gets smacked around. Like,
Forgot.
yeah,
Jared
he gets
Leto
the
is that-
shit beat out of him in Fight
Jared
Club.
Leto's
And
that
he's
guy that I always forget he's in a movie, and then I'm like, oh shit, it's Jared Leto.
That's
and I realize,
him.
like,
Yeah.
why did I need to
I
know?
always end up liking the movie. I'm not a Jared Leto fan either,
Me
man. But every time I
guys.
see a movie, I'm like, fuck, I like this movie. But I hate
Watch
the
Morbius and that'll change your mind.
We got
no
30
one should
minutes
watch
in.
Morbius.
movie. So how about you, Celeste? What's number 2 for you?
Number 2, we have one that a bunch of people have spoken about. Terrifier 2. I'm with Rocco here. It's okay that it was that long. I mean, I could have taken it or leaving it. Like, you know, it's like
I mean, maybe the end fight is a little long, but other than that,
I love that part though.
I loved it. Yeah, exactly. I had fun with it. So it's
I mean,
fun with
I
it.
think this was just like a triumph in like indie horror filmmaking, and Damien Leone really did that. And
Yeah.
they all did
That's-
such a great job.
Paisan.
I think that's a huge
Yeah.
thing that people need to talk about more is what they did with Terrifier 2
Yeah.
on the budget
Yeah.
they had.
Mhm.
It's amazing. It's
It
very
really
special.
is.
Very
I think it
special.
ended at what, like 10 million before it went out of theaters.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
And we got to remember that this movie had zero advertising budget.
Yeah.
You know,
The marketing
was
was
literally-
basically like all the actors online.
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, if you put that against the like Blair Witch situation, right, where that was apparently like the highest, the most amount of money on the lowest budget of all time, you also have to factor in like, one, the budget was way bigger, and two, they had a whole marketing budget, which is like a night and day difference than just people posting on Instagram, "Hey, my movie's coming out," and then you make $10 million.
Yeah.
marketing for the Blair Witch was most of their budget, and they knew what they were doing.
For sure.
And I talked about this last week, but I just want to say this real quick before we move on to our number ones. Terrifier did something to prove me wrong that I said would never happen again. I said that we would never have another movie like The Exorcist, where people would be running out crying and screaming and puking, and this movie proved me wrong. Like it went there and it did it, and it's fucking awesome. And
Because people aren't as desensitized as we thought.
right. So I'm so proud, even though, like I said, it may have been a little too long. Some of my friends are in it, like Amelie McLean. She played the little pale girl, and she's such a very brilliant, bright young lady, and I'm so proud of her. We've been friends with her since she did the movie. I can't think of her movie, the first movie she did, but we became friends with her and her mother after they did that movie, and I'm so proud of her. She's been in General Transference was the movie, and she's been in General Hospital. Like, she's just such a bright, sweet young lady, and I hope that we can get more of her in Terrifier 3 because she is a brilliant, bright young lady, and I would love to see where the little pale girl originated or where we can take her on the next step. So before we get into our number ones, and as always, babe, you're going to start us off. Make sure you go honorable mentions all the way down to number one. Just want to catch up on the chat real quick. We got some love for My Bloody Valentine. Any love for Black Christmas 2006? I will say this. Our versus episode on Black Christmas 74 versus 2006 just came out on our channel. I like Black Christmas 2006 a lot more now than I did when I had first seen it. I'm still not a big fan of the eyeball shit. Like, that's a little too much for me. And the mom and son sex shit. Like,
The purpose
I hate
of that.
I don't know. They didn't need to
it was
do that.
unnecessary.
Yeah.
They really didn't.
It was just for shock value. Like,
I don't.
It was the 2000s.
And I get,
So
she had it. He had the sister could have been the mom and stepdads, and it still could have had the exact same impact. You don't need to do the
You don't
brother,
need a sister daughter.
daddy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but besides, if you take that and all the eyeball shit out, because that's one thing for me, it's like, eyeballs and fingernails. Stop it. I can't do it. I mean, I don't think it's a bad movie. I think when it comes to being a slasher film, it's a very, very fun slasher. But it's just, I'm a big wuss, and it's very gory.
Skin Christmas cookies.
Yeah, I'm like, that's cool. Yeah. I like the
more Katie Cassidy, less incest. That's what I say.
I think you can kind of say that for any movie, honestly.
That's very true. Yeah.
I would take Black Christmas 06 over Black Christmas 2019 any day of the week, though. I do want to say that. I was not a fan.
I still
of
haven't seen that one. Ugh.
Yeah, don't do it.
Really need to.
It's unfortunate. To all of you in the panel, thank you so much, Tatum, for your donation.
Dana.
Three beautiful women. They are beautiful, and they are intelligent and hardworking and very special to me. So thank you guys for checking them out.
Thanks. You're not bad yourself.
We did get a donation, guys, so you know what that means.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
I just want to say I love being a father. It's one of my favorite things in the whole world. But I also love the fact that Ashley and I are kind of like the horror mom and dad in the community. I love that. Like,
I call you guys out all the time.
I know, and it means so much to us. Like, people have no idea. Halloween Ends is number 2 for T. Parker. I'm not going to cancel you for that, T. Parker. I'm not going to cancel you for your choice.
Eat shit and die, Ricky. Eat shit and live, Bill.
I will ask you to eat shit. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. You know what? I think, because me personally, I wasn't a big fan. But I do think that people are unreasonably shitty towards the movie. I'm not in a hurry to rewatch it at any point. but it's not as. I think it's more. I wouldn't say it's a bad movie. I would just say it was very disappointing.
Yeah.
For the direction they went in. If this movie would have been earlier in the franchise, it wouldn't have bothered me. But we're looking for the epic conclusion between Laurie and Michael, and that played such a small part of the movie. So, in my opinion, it was more disappointing than bad. Now that
I just didn't get the closure I felt like I wanted. That's how I feel about it.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt too. Yeah.
So that's where I think my mind is with it. So do you guys consider American Psycho a slasher?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Flashes.
I would say so.
I think so too. Like I absolutely do agree with that. Jared Leto is very good in Requiem for a Dream. Absolutely. And I think that's when it comes to a movie that I think Jared Leto did a great job in, that'll be the one where I'll be like, yeah, okay. I'll give you that. Haha, Ken, you big weenie. And you guys may have noticed.
Nathan's a weenie.
That
was Black Christmas is a disgrace. What? Oh, 2019. Okay. I was reading this and I wanted to die. I was like, Nathan, what are you saying? You might make me stay weenie.
Weenie.
Ken said weenie.
Everyone said weenie.
Yes.
Is it like the Lego movie? Everyone said weenie.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get into our number ones now, guys. But before we do that, everyone said weenie. For the rest of the show, everyone said weenie. Of course, Halloween 1978. Taking the fam out to see Megan for the second time.
Awesome.
Great, Shaim. I hope you have a great time.
Have fun.
So fuck you, Louie.
Oh no. Oh no. It's our one chance.
Yeah, come on, give it. Detroit needs this, man.
They've never had it. I don't even really know a lot about football, but I know that Detroit needs this.
All right, guys. So we're gonna get to our number ones. Before we do that, though, everybody in the chat, everybody in the panel, thank you. I know that we do this a lot, and it can seem like we take it for granted. I promise you, every one of these, we're nervous all day and we're excited all day, not just to hang out with our friends, but you guys in the chat who we consider friends as well. And to be able to have these conversations means the world to all of us. So thank you to the panel for taking your time to come and chill with us and make your list. Thank you to everybody in the chat that's come out and hung out with us. We love every single one of you. So
yes, we do.
Do you want to start us off with your honorable mentions all the way down to number one?
Absolutely. My honorable mentions were The Wicker Man 73 and I Know What You Did Last Summer. My number 10 was April Fool's Day. 9 was Trick or Treat. 8 is My Bloody Valentine. 7 is Terrifier. 6 is Black Christmas. 5 Krampus. 4 6 is Black Friday, sorry. 4 is Black Christmas. 3 is Jaws, 2 is Gremlins, and I'm sure you probably already know what my number 1 is, and you can call it vanilla or whatever you want, but it is Halloween 1978, and it is for a lot of good reasons. It's a good movie.
Please give me one good reason.
I'm going to give you multiple good reasons. It influenced the horror genre. This is something that's close to my heart. I used to watch this movie every year with my dad, and so that's why it makes it so special to me. So
that's one I'll give you. Randy was a saint.
Yeah.
And the fact that he meant so much to us and what Halloween meant to him.
He's one of the reasons that I love horror so much, and I love Michael Myers so much, and it's because of my dad. Yeah. And I used to watch this movie with him all the time, so it had to be my number 1.
Sure.
Yeah.
Good list, babe.
Thank you.
All the way up to the end.
Whatever.
How about you, Rocco? Can you give us your 10 all the way through number 1?
Yes. So I have P2, Evil Bong, Thanksgiving, Blood Rage, Ginger Dead Man, Easter Bunny Kill Kids, nobody's watched that, Return of the Living Dead, Terrifier 2, American Psycho, and the scariest on my list, Home Alone.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
scary as a kid. No, it's not scary for the kid. It's scary for the robbers. And let me explain. Imagine you and your buddy. Your buddy's like, listen, we're broke. You know, maybe you just got dumped by your wife. You know, lost your job, whatever. He's like, listen, we're broke. We're going to rob a bunch of rich a-holes' houses. They're not even going to be home. Nobody's going to see it. What? We still a little jewelry. Nobody gets hurt. Victimless crime. Win-win. And then you go
Until
to
you
this
start
one
turning the
place,
water on, Rocco.
and then you go to this one place where this one psycho family left their spawn of Satan, who decides to torture you in these like traps a la Jigsaw, instead of just calling the cops. Until I think he does at the end. But listen, work with me here. It's a terrifying movie if you think about it from that. It is a beautiful symbolism of the proletariat struggle in the 80s.
Wow. Beautifully
It's my
said.
thesis. Home Alone, scariest movie on my
You should
list.
do an analysis video.
I am. I'm gonna do a deep dive on the terrors of Home Alone and the class struggle of the 80s.
Mhm.
Fair enough.
Nice.
All right.
So how about you, Celeste? What's your list?
Okay, so at the Britannic had Ginger Dead Man. I know. 9, I had the Mother's Day remake. 8, I had Evil Bong. Love that one though. I'm not gonna apologize. 7, I Know What You Did Last Summer. 6, Deep Red. 5, Blood Rage. 4, Inside, the French one. Don't watch the remake. Number 3 is The Wolf of Snow Hollow, and 2 is Terrifier 2, and number 1, I have a classic that everyone has spoken about. It's Black Christmas, 1974. Yeah, it's just iconic. Everybody said everything we needed to know.
Amazing movie. Like I said,
It is. Jess is one of my favorite Final Girls. Yeah.
If she would have gotten a franchise, I think that she would easily be the most iconic Final Girl of all time. I went with Sydney as my favorite just because of what she's meant to me in a whole franchise, but Jess was my number 2, and she was in a single fucking film.
Yeah.
So that should show how much she stuck with all of us. So great list, Elise. Much better than someone else's.
Are you down playing my list?
You're essentially downplaying your own list then.
I know, and that's what I was just gonna say. Like, you literally copied mine pretty much.
Damn.
The
You're
tea is
projecting.
scorching.
Yeah.
Ouch. So how about you, Anna?
All right. I have for my honorable mentions Haunt and Santa Jaws. 10 was Silent Night, Deadly Night Part 2. 9, Valentine. 8, Better Watch Out. 7, Trick or Treat. 6, Midsommar. 5, Inside. 4, Jaws. 3, Terrifier 2. 2, Black Christmas. And number 1 is the subject of my shirt. And I don't know if you can see. My Bloody Valentine.
Pretty shirt.
Thanks. Oh, I love it. It's so comfy. And the original, of course.
Okay.
I have some issues with the remake that I won't get into. But like I said, I am obsessed with Valentine's horror. I think we need more of it. I really hope we get some in the future. But yeah, everything about it, from the town being Valentine's Bluffs, the sign.
Yeah.
I just loved like the heart light up sign and everything. Just the whole way the town's decorated. And then Harry Warden, he's such a cool slasher villain. Like the miner outfit is so neat, and his backstory is really interesting. It's just everything you want in like a holiday slasher. So I had to go with it for my number 1.
Nice.
I do want to say before I read my list, nobody has my number 1 on their list at all because I cheated. So let's get to this.
You cheating ass.
Honorable mentions: Halloween 1978,
Cheating.
and I Know What You Did Last Summer. 10, April Fools. 9, Gremlins. 8, My Bloody Valentine. 7, Silver Bullet. 6, Black Friday. 5, Krampus. 4, Jaws. 3, Halloween 3, The Season of the Witch. 2, Black Christmas. And my favorite holiday horror movie that I make my family watch with me every year on my day.
Where's my king? You promised me my king! Cornelia, I'm your
Father's Day, Creep Show. Yes, that is my number one. And I just want you guys to understand that sometimes as a father, all you want.
Where's my king? You promised me my king! Cordelia, I'm your father.
I fucking love Creep Show. And every year on Father's Day, we watch Creep Show. And I can't tell you guys how many times growing up, I would say for no fucking reason whatsoever, I can hold my breath for a long time. I love Creep Show. This movie is what started me in anthology horror. And and I love Creep Show. I love Creep Show 2. I think anthology horror, when done right, is Tales from the Hood is one of my all-time favorite movies. I respect Trick or Treat, even though it's not in my list. I respect it because it is an anthology that is intelligently done. We've all seen bad anthology films. At least Trick or Treat was done intelligently to wrap everything up in its own story. I think that's awesome. But for me, I'm telling you, Creep Show is one of those movies that I could throw on at any moment. I watch it at least once a year. We watch it every single year on Father's Day. Like, that's my Father's Day gift, is watching Creep Show. It's something that it's a movie that I feel is completely underrated when you look at the amount of great actors and actresses that are a part of the OG Creep Show. It's mind-blowing. There are so many good actors and actresses, and we get so many great iconic scenes like this one.
Here we go.
Where's my king? You
I'm not going to play the whole scene, but I do want to say, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
And I know that we said the last couple times that we weren't going to do it again, but I'm going to do it again. For people that are in the chat, I've seen some new people in the chat today that aren't usually here. Cody is one of them. And I've seen some people horror and more. For those of you that don't know, and I don't think Rocco has seen this yet either, my film, Bride of Killer Pinata, is in theaters right now, and it's going to be getting its release on Amazon Prime. And I'm going to show you guys a little tiny sneak peek of the upcoming Bride of Killer Pinata.
Keep this thing in the basement?
What else is the basement good for? Besides a sex dungeon. Bingo.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm grabbing the target.
That thing has killed like 1,000 people.
It's a pinata. That's their fault.
Yes.
Yes.
I can't wait to be able.
Give him an Oscar.
It's kind of a bittersweet thing right now because obviously it keeps getting picked up by more festivals and more theaters, which is cool. I'm happy. But I really want to show this to my friends. Like, I really want you guys to see what happens after this because it's pretty cool. So, and I do want to say real quick, this is dope. Cody, I feel like I'm excited for tomorrow because the theater I work at is doing a sneak screening of Knock at the Cabin.
Oh, nice.
And it's not even out till next month. Obviously, no spoilers, Cody, but please hit me up afterwards and let me know if it's worth the watch because I'm very excited. M. Night Shyamalan is so badass to me.
Yeah.
There's very hit and miss,
very
but
little that he's done that I don't enjoy, but there's a few things.
Right. So,
but I'm sure it'll have a twist of some sort.
nobody had Friday the 13th on their list. I just want to throw that out there. And I'm going to be that guy right now. I respect, Henry, that you have that on your list. I really do. I'm not a big fan of the OG Friday the 13th. I love Friday. I love the franchise. Jason Goes to Hell is one of the most underrated movies of all time, and I'll die on that fucking hill. I love that movie. I fucking love that movie. But the
You're gonna
first one
die
to
on
me,
that hill alone.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Cold.
Damn. Oh. But it's just one of those things where the OG, I've seen that same movie done so much better. So
And it's just boring.
it's no Halloween, but it's boring.
It is boring.
Thank you, Horror. I hope
fired.
you enjoy it.
I know.
So when does this come to Amazon? We're hoping at this point, March, April. Like I said, we keep getting picked up by more festivals and more theaters. So which it's cool. Like I'm very grateful to be able to say that I was a part of this. And it's one of those things where, oh God, I want to say so much about this. The Dark and the Wicked. I might have some very, very big news regarding me and The Dark and the Wicked very soon. That's all I can say. But you guys know what this movie means to me, and there might be some really, really big news coming on prequel front on that. So, Troy, swapping 2 for 1. My late mom was born on Friday the 13th in October, so part 4 for me. No, absolutely. Can you give me an ooh baby? Well, I mean, you're out here donating money, so you know you're getting an ooh baby.
Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
So thank you for your donation. We really, really appreciate it.
Ooh, baby, ooh.
I didn't mean to do that again.
Oh, he totally meant to do that.
And I have ooh baby.
So I just want to say, guys, one last time, thank you. We actually screened Scream 6 and Evil Dead Rise. That's dope, man.
Nice.
That's amazing. So everybody here in the chat, have an amazing, safe night. We will be back on Tuesday with That Horror Couple on my birthday, counting down our top 10 favorite non-horror movies. So we may do a little bit of Coco. We may do a little bit of Back to the Future. We may do a little bit of I Know You Are, but What Am I? So make sure you guys come out on Tuesday for our top 10 favorite non-horror films. Obviously, as a horror channel, horror has our whole heart, but that's not all we are. So we want to show that to you guys a little bit. And yes,
Yeah, it's crazy. We watch movies other than horror movies.
I know we do. The 21st can't come soon enough. So one thing I can't tell you about The Dark and the Wicked, we'll be doing a review of it on Clintonville Slasher's brand new channel with Nightmare on Woodsboro Lake. So if you guys haven't seen The Dark and the Wicked, it is on Shudder. It's my favorite horror movie of the last 10 years. Please check it out. I adore it. I love it. So everybody in the chat, thank you for coming. As always, panel, please don't go anywhere. I got a couple more questions for you. Everyone else, as always, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys. Bye.